Ladies and gentlemen, we have baseball here at Corbett Field. Jared Sleppy coming to you live in Minot, North Dakota. A rainy one at that, as we have had a long delay. It started about 6:30 and it's continued all the way until right now. So we are set to go at 8:35. That is the official starting time. And we'll see if we can't get a full game in here in a decent amount of time. Sabre Dogs and Pierre Trappers, this is the best series you're going to find in the league, as both teams are trying to get in that final playoff spot in the Lewis Division playoffs. As of right now, the league is down to 6 teams that has 4 playoff spots to fill. Badlands and Western Nebraska already clinched their 2 spots, as the Sabre Dogs, the Trappers, the Moo, and the Horseheads will make for 2 more playoff spots. Let's take a look at the standings. First in the Clark Division, we'll just do the top 3. Western Nebraska has won 4 games in a row. They are now 23-6 in the second half, 44-13 overall. Fremont is 18-11 in the second half and 29-29 overall. They're 5 games back of the Pioneers, and the Casper Horseheads are in third. They are a game and a half back of the Moo at 16-12, 30-28 overall. As for the Lewis Division, it is the Badlands Big Sticks, who have won 10 games in a row at 19-8 in the second half. They are 42-17, as they will be back in action here this evening. Well, they already are back in action. As for the Sabre Dogs, they are in second by a half game. They are 2.5 games out of the Badlands Big Sticks with a record of 18-12. They were 34-26 overall. And the Pierre Trappers, they are 3 games back of the Big Sticks, half game back of the Sabre Dogs, since they didn't play yesterday. The Sabre Dogs were able to beat the Hot Shots. They are now 17-12, 31-28 overall. So here is the situation, plain and simple. There's 4 games left before the Sabre Dogs, and there's 5 for the Trappers. However, the series will be determined by this series. It does not matter what happens in that final game. So I'll break it down very simply for you. The Sabre Dogs win 2 more games, they are in. The Trappers win 3 more games, they are in. So basically how that breaks down, like I mentioned, the Sabre Dogs are 18-12, Trappers are 17-12. If the Sabre Dogs go 2-2, that puts them at 20-14, and that puts the Trappers at 19-14. They would play 1 more game. Even if they won that, they would be tied at 20-14. And the Sabre Dogs win the tiebreaker by default, as they have a better record against Lewis Division opponents. As for the Trappers, if they go 3-1, that would put them at 20-13. Sabre Dogs would be 19-15. Sabre Dogs don't have any more games. The Trappers win the division. Or not win the division, but get that second spot in the playoffs. So the Sabre Dogs know their goal. All they got to do is execute. Game number 61 of the season and home game number 29 of the season. We'll be right back with tonight's starting lineups. You're listening to Sabre Dogs Baseball on 1390 KRRZ.
Is Minot's only station for today's hit music. The Z94 audience is an active one, targeting your 18 to 42-year-olds. The Z94 listener is a need-to-know listener. They do product research. For product and customer satisfaction reviews, our Z94 audience has their smart devices at their fingertips. That's why you need to be with Z94, because we're in front of our listeners and your customers with our in-demand services like streaming, podcasts, social media. And since we brand to our specific audience, we know how to market your business. Z94, Minot's only station for today's hit music.
You had a long day? An alcoholic beverage sound good right about now? Souris River Brewing Company has you covered. They use the most locally sourced and freshest ingredients available to create quality beers and food. Souris River Brewing Company sources food and grains from their neighbors to maintain our local economy and to serve you. Be sure to stop by Souris River Brewing Company, a true North Dakota experience. Planet Pizza has become Minot's premier party location. Whether it's a birthday, team, family, school, or church get-together, they have everything to make your event out of this world. From arcade games to bouncy houses, they provide fun for all ages. Planet Pizza has been Minot's best pizza place for over 20 years. Don't let the fun fool you. Their pizza is fresh and delicious every time. To book a party or to order, call 701-852-1700. The Sleep in Minot is the #1 favorite place to stay when visiting. The Wi-Fi is always free and the breakfast is always hot and delicious. It's also the most convenient hotel for the kids when they want to hang out at the Dakota Splashdown Water Park. For the grown-ups, the hotel is attached to the Dakota Square Mall so you can shop till you drop. Then in the evening, be sure and stop in at the best-kept secret lounge for a drink. The Sleep in Minot is a proud sponsor of the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, the largest sleep in North America, where everyone dreams better. First pitch coming up in about 5 minutes. Last night, Sabre Dogs got a complete game shutout out of Jace Mapston. I talked to him after the game on his incredible performance. Here with Jace Mapson, got the complete game shutout, 7 innings, 6 strikeouts. How you feeling?
Pretty tired. I haven't had to throw that much since high school.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, definitely the weather didn't help you. It was 91 degrees at first pitch. Tell me what that was like.
I was gassed after the first inning. It was really warm out there, and my motivation to get off the mound that first inning was just to not boil. So I didn't want to die of heat stroke.
How nice is it to just get consistent hitting from top to bottom throughout the game? Because, the first inning, you have Phil Childs, who's just been raking as of late. Then you have Mason Denson brings him in to get off to a quick 1-0 early lead.
It makes it easy. Having guys hitting good throughout the whole game and build your confidence. You can give up those 1 or 2 runs, but this offense was great today.
Chris Taylor hit that 2-run bomb. What was it going through your head as soon as that popped off the bat?
That's pretty neat. Just up the lead even more and to give me more confidence going back out there each inning.
So this puts you guys now a half game up on the Pierre Trappers. As a collective unit, Corey Thompson talked about how he didn't really want to think about that too much, but now that the game is over tonight, how much focus are you guys going to have to get together to knock off the Trappers to get that second spot in the playoffs?
Since we've been on this little downhill stretch, we've really been trying to put things together and come together more as a team and try to play together and be better. So a win like this helps a lot and build our confidence.
All right, thanks, Jace. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
The whole season for the Sabre Dogs, it has been about taking it game by game, but now it is all about looking ahead to the playoffs. As the Sabre Dogs have a half-game lead, all they need to do is take 2 games out of this series. Take a look at the scores around the league as we have not quite a full slate of games as the Lewis Division, the Expedition League schedule gets a little funky at the end of the year. But regardless, you got the 2 #1 seeds going at it in Gearing, Nebraska, as Western Nebraska leads Badlands 2-1 in the top of the 4th at Oregon Trail Park Stadium. Fremont leads Hub City 5-2 at Moeller Field in the top of the 8th. That is a big series for the Moo. As of tonight, they can get another half game up on the Castle Horseheads since they don't play tonight. And as for Wheat City, they are tied with Spearfish at 0 in the bottom of the 2nd. So another extremely important game for the Sabre Dogs tonight. And as for the Sabre Dogs pitching, it will be Carson Tonini. He has not played a single game with the Sabre Dogs this season. He is a Minot native. Plays for Minot State University and went to Minot High. Right-hander pitching for the American Legion team here in town, the Minot Vistas, this summer. So it's really interesting to see how Sabre Dogs are going with a guy that they have not seen all year long, at least play for the Sabre Dogs, as as of right now, they've just been so short on arms since the 3 all-star pitchers left the team after the all-star break. Also, the position players are also shorthanded as Mason Dennison is done with the Sabre Dogs. He flew out this morning, and he is done with his time as a Sabre Dog, or done with the Sabre Dogs, as he played in his 2nd year with the team this year. And Chauncey Callier, of course, is done in terms of hitting, but he will pinch run if they need him to. And they are going to lose Luke Quick. After tonight, this is his last game as a Sabre Dog, and I've been told that they are going to lose a bunch more after the regular season finishes, I've been told. It's not going to get any easier for the Sabre Dogs. See if they can't take care of business here against the Pierre Trappers, and all they got to do is win 2 out of 2. So as for the Pierre Trappers, it'll be Dominic Parkhurst taking the mound for Pierre. We will have stats from him coming up in just a little bit. As Dominic Parkhurst, also from Minot State, hometown of Tucson, Arizona. So we got the battle of the Minot State boys here. We're going to have a first pitch here in just a few minutes. We have the national anthem, and then, of course, we have players come out on the field, and then we'll start. So for the Pierre Trappers, starting lineup goes as follows. Leading off and playing short is Michael Herrera. Batting second and playing center field, Ken Scott. Batting third and playing second is Bill Moreland. Batting cleanup and playing third is Zane Phelps. Batting fifth and DHing is Alex Gonzalez. And we'll actually have to resume that after the performance of the national anthem. That's my mistake on the timing. We'll go and keep it right here for the performance.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ringing the bells by singing gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
A pretty good crowd on hand after the hour-and-a-half rain delay, as we'll go ahead and restart with the Pierre Trappers starting lineup. So leading off and playing short is Michael Herrera. Batting second is Ken Scott, the home run derby participant for Pierre, playing center field. Batting third and playing second is Bill Moreland. Batting fourth and playing third is Zane Phelps. Batting fifth and DHing is Alex Gonzalez. Batting sixth and playing left field is Seth Brewer. Batting seventh and playing right field is Nico Piazza. Batting eighth and catching is Johnny Pacheco. And batting ninth and playing first is Sam Calberer, with Dominic Parkhurst on the mound. As for your Sabre Dogs, Leading off and playing left field is Philip Childs, batting second. And playing right field is Wilson Rubion, batting fourth, and playing center is Cruz Taylor. Batting fourth and playing short is Josh Pano, batting fifth and playing first is Bo McClintock. Batting sixth and playing third is Jace Edwards, batting seventh, and playing second is Sam Powers, batting eighth, and catching is Drew Pollum, and batting ninth, and DHing is Luke Quick. So no Mason Dennison means the Sabre Dogs have to adjust on the infield, and like I mentioned, it's going to be Pano moving from second to short, and Sam Powers coming in from right field and playing second base. This will be his third game he has played third base. We will see how that works out for him. So Carson Tonini has a deadly fastball, is what I've been told, and it should be interesting to see how he does in the Sabre Dogs debut. See how he can contribute to this team here this late in the season. This is really a different type of ball, and hopefully he can adjust well. It's Michael Herrera coming into tonight's game, leading off for the Trappers, batting .332, leads the team in batting average, has 72 hits and the most at-bats in the league at 217. He will once again lead things off for the Trappers. Has been the leadoff man for the majority of the season. And as for the Trappers, they are hurting. They're without their best player. And really a shame to see their best player out for the end of the season. That, of course, being Grossman. .362 batting average on the year. Sabre Dogs also without their two best hitters. Statistically, Mason Dennison has been the best hitter in the second half, and Chauncey Callier has been the best hitter all season. Batting average of .375 is what he finished with. That's for Mason Dennison. Taking a look at his final stats. Finishes after playing 48, actually getting 48 starts. He gets 61 hits, 195 at-bats for a batting average of .313. 44 runs, 19 doubles, 2 triples, and 4 home runs. He also had 23 RBI, 44 strikeouts, and 23 stolen bases. And off the mound, he had one outing, didn't have any innings. He was pulled after giving up an earned run, as well as 2 hits and a walk. So he doesn't technically have an ERA. So the Sabre Dogs finished the month of July with a 16-12 record. They are 19-9 at home. They're 1-1 against the Trappers. They finished 10-4 against the Hub City Hotshots. They're 26-12 in the Lewis Division, with a 34-26 record overall and an 18-12 record in the second half. They're 12-5 at home against Lewis Division opponents. Here's the windup and the pitch, and we are underway. Is the first pitch in there for a strike. 8:41 is the official starting time. It's a cool mid-70s. As the 0-1 pitch from Tonini, the right-handed pitcher, that one fouled out of play. Comes way over top more than any other Sabre Dog pitcher does. He has a 0-2 count coming up to Michael Herrera. Here's a pitch. That one just barely misses outside. Active Pierre Trappers batters batting .269 on the season. 1-2 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. And that'll be out number 1. Trappers are batting .275 against Sabre Dogs pitching amongst the active players. And Herrera, the guy who just struck out, 3 for 7. With 3 RBI, which is tied for the most on the team. I'll bring up Ken Scott. Here is the first pitch. That one popped up in the air in the infield. Sam Powers will be under it for round number 2. That is his first at-bat against the Sabre Dogs pitching. Didn't have any home runs going into the home run derby, but was the team's participant nonetheless. And that will bring up Bill Moreland, batting .293 on the season. Sabre Dogs got 2 critical wins against the Hub City Hotshots. They came in and took care of business with great pitching, as they have only allowed 7 runs in the past 4 games. As the first pitch, that one misses inside for ball 1. There'll be 8 runs in the past 4 games. Swing and a miss. First strike 1 to even the count. Allowed 2 to Hastings last Saturday. 4 to the Big Sticks on Monday, 2 to the Hot Shots on Tuesday, and none last night. 1-1 pitch. And that one is in there for strike 2. And granted, that game last night was only 7 innings, but regardless, still goes down as a complete game shutout for Jace Mapston. Just his second start of the year as the 5th shutout, or rather 5th complete game of this season. As that one in there, and strike 3, got him looking. That'll be a 1-2-3 inning for Carson Tini in his first inning as a Sabre Dog. We'll head to the bottom of the first. You're listening to Sabre Dogs Baseball. Trinity Health is a nonprofit healthcare system serving northwest and central North Dakota and eastern Montana. With a care hospital in Minot, more than 40 specialties, several rural health clinics, and a long-term facility, Trinity provides a full complement of healthcare services to the region. Since 1922, they have been committed to looking ahead and improving in ways that provide the best, most compassionate care for their patients, families, and communities. Trinity Health, where their mission is, being committed to preserving and improving the quality of health to the people they serve. Know what's below. Call before you dig. Whether you call 811 or use ITIC to file your locate requests, North Dakota One Call makes sure you're able to navigate the one call process as easy as possible. Whether you're a professional contractor working on a project or a novice homeowner just installing a fence, contact us every time you dig to ensure no underground lines are damaged. It's easy, and it's the law. Dig safe. Breaks in between innings will be a little bit shorter because we have no on-field promotions this evening, so they should be around a minute, maybe a minute and a half or so. So once again, the hitting order for the Sabre Dogs, it'll be Childs, Rubion, Taylor, Pano, McClintock, Edwards, Powers, Pullum, and Quick. And like I mentioned before, this will be the final game for Luke Quick, the junior from the University of Oklahoma. So it looks like the rain will be gone for the rest of the evening, and that will give us a late night game here at Corbett Field. So Phil Childs will lead things off here in the bottom of the first. Once again is Dominic Parkhurst. The starter is the first pitch in there for strike 1. Taking a look at Parkhurst's numbers on the season. Has a record of 3-3. ERA of 5.23, which is the 4th lowest on the active roster. Making his 9th start of the season, as this one is hit to the shortstop Herrera, throw to first in time. That ends his streak of 3 consecutive games with a leadoff base hit and coming around to score a run. As last night he went 3 for 3 with 3 runs and 2 steals. So it's a double.
Next batter, the right fielder from Harris Junior College of Texas, number 4, Wilson Rubion.
That brings up Wilson Rubion, and that was my mistake on saying that the Cavs or Horseheads are not playing tonight. Everyone is playing this evening as the first pitch in there for a strike, as had the only the scores from the Lewis division pulled up on my computer for some reason. Here is the 0-1 pitch. As that one misses low, even the count 1-1. Hastings playing Casper. They lead 3-1 in the bottom of the 8th already. Flying through that game. As that one misses for ball 2. Continuing with stats from Dominic Parkhurst. He's went 41 in a third innings. Has 21 strikeouts, 8 walks, and 56 hits allowed for a 155 whip. That one is hit right to the shortstop Herrera on a line for out number 2. And yes, you did hear that right. Just 8 walks given up in 41 in the third innings. Talk about control. However, like I mentioned, has allowed the team high 56 hits. And that will bring up Cruz Taylor, who got a hit yesterday. In fact, it was a 2-run blast over the left field wall. At the time, gave the Sabre Dogs a 4-0 lead. Wind up and the first pitch to Cruz Taylor, trying to get a bunt down. He backs away as that one misses low for ball 1. Trying to mix things up here. Big time shift here for the Trappers. Oh my goodness, never seen a shift quite like this against the Sabre Dogs. So you have 3 on the right side of the second base bag as that one's fouled back. You have the third baseman Phelps in between second and third. About 10 paces to the right of second base, and in shallow right field is the shortstop Herrera. And pretty deep in right field is the second baseman Moreland. And hugging the bag is the first baseman Calberer. 1-1 pitch. And sees that ball go by him for another strike. That'll be 1-2 coming up as, once again, pulling back on a bunt. Infield not flinching. One-two pitch. Goes way outside, trying to get Taylor to chase, does not do so. It was the battle of the Minot State Beavers on the mound. 2-2 pitch. That one fouled back. We'll do it again. It's both Parkhurst and Tanini from Minot State University. Carson Tanini is the very first Minot native in Sabre Dogs history. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball. That one hit right into the shift to the shortstop Herrera, and that one in time for out number 3. So Herrera gets all 3 defensive plays. We'll head to the top of the second. We're scoreless, 6 up, 6 down for both teams. Inside of your mouth ache? Not brushing as often as you should? Then come on over to Kemet Dental. Kemet Dental prides on their team of highly educated dental professionals and advanced technology. Whether it's advanced dental procedures such as implants, same-day crowns, and sleep apnea, there's no problem they can't fix. Visit their state-of-the-art facility or visit kemetdental.com to learn more. Kemet Dental. We treat more than teeth, we treat people. Don't let bad weather surprise you. Stay informed with KMOT. KMOT is Minot's local NBC affiliate that keeps you in the know for all things weather-related. KMOT also makes sure that you know everything important happening in the Minot community. Want to see the latest Twins highlights? Check out KMOT's professional sports coverage, as well as their local and collegiate sports. KMOT, your news leader. So Tanini will face the heart of the order. It'll be Zane Phelps, Alex Gonzalez, and Seth Brewer coming up for the Trappers to start the top of the second. Zane Phelps, the slugger for the club, has 11 home runs. Only player on the active roster with more than 4. Right now with a batting average of .307, 66 hits, just 6 behind the team leader Michael Herrera. Has the second most at-bats in the entire league at 215. Has 49 runs, 10 doubles, 55 RBI, which leads the team, as well as 12 stolen bases, which is the second most on the team, only behind Ken Scott, who has 14. First pitch, and that one misses low for ball 1. Also a little bit inside as well, Drew Pollum stopping that one, catcher from the University of Central Arkansas. Zane Phelps, fielder from Abilene Christian University. That one is in there. Him and Michael Herrera are both teammates at ACU. 1-1 pitch. That one is fouled off down the right field line for strike 2. Those of you who are just joining us, we are in the top of the second. First pitch was scheduled for 7:05, and we had about an hour and a half of delay. And started at 8:41. Here's a grounder to the shortstop Pano. Fields it cleanly, throw to the first, off the short hop. Nice play, but Bowman Clintock scooped that one up for out number 1. That one was about a good 5 feet short of Bowman Clintock over at first. Had to react on the wet turf bounce. That will bring up Alex Gonzalez as the base paths, as you imagine, are going to be slick. And that bounce probably would have been higher and quicker if it weren't for the rain. However, the rain does clear very well on this Corbett Field turf as the first pitch misses to Alex Gonzalez, a designated hitter for the Trappers. And if we were on grass with dirt, you might not have been able to play tonight, as this one's hit to right field. First hit of the night as it's past the diving Sam Powers. Alex Gonzalez reaches safely.
Next batter is left fielder, number 6, Seth Brewer.
So that will bring up Seth Brewer from Northern State. A lot of Northern State players on the Hub City roster that we saw the other night. We're on first with one out. First pitch from Tanini. This is up and away for ball 1. Sabre Dogs don't do many shifts, but as you saw right there, the Trappers are not shy of doing anything on defense. 1-0 pitch. Now we're going to throw back over to first, and kind of slipping and stepping on the bag awkwardly is Gonzalez over there first. Gonzalez with 6 stolen bases on the year. One a pitch. Swing and a miss. Way behind that fastball. Now leaving the count 1-1. Blew past him. Every single base is going to be important, so I would expect the Sabre Dogs not to be too aggressive on the base paths in terms of trying to get steals early on in the game. Might be more aggressive later in the game, as they seem to always do. 1-1 pitch. That one in there for strike 2. Another fastball. Crowd here loves that. Double play is an option here for the Sabre Dogs. They have been fantastic at turning those this season. 1-2 pitch, throw back over to first. Gonzalez slides in safely, trying not to slip. And he is in there with no problem. So we actually do have a full slate of Expedition League games. And one is already finalized. Fremont beats Hub City 5-2. They are now 2 games up on the Casper Horseheads, as that one misses low. As now the Fremont Mill are just 4.5 back of the Pioneers, and the Horseheads are 6.5 back. They are still there at 16-12, and the Moo improved to 19-11. 2-2 pitch. That one popped up in the air, slicing out of play down the third base line, and that will make it 2-2. Sasquatch broke the scoreless tie with 3 runs in the bottom of the third. They are still going at it at Black Hills Energy Stadium in Spearfish. Here is the 2-2 pitch. And that one just barely misses upstairs. Crowd here does not like that. As of right now, the Pioneers and the Big Sticks in a possible championship preview. The Pioneers lead 4-1 at the bottom of the 4th. That would be the rematch from last year's championship game. Series, rather. 3-2 pitch. That one is upstairs for ball 4. No disputing that. So now put runners on first and second. Still just 1 out, and that will bring up Nico Piazza. Playing in right field this evening.
Next batter is the right fielder, 123, Nico Piazza.
Piazza has played 2 games against the Sabre Dogs, and in both of them, 0 for 7 with 1 strikeout and 1 stolen base. Here is the first pitch. Sabre Dogs are holding on the runners now. Fell back at the screen for strike 1. On the season, Piazza batting .239 in his 47th game of the year. 38 hits, 23 runs, as well as 7 doubles and 23 RBI. Double play still in. There still is an option as that one popped up behind home plate, and that will make it 0-2. Tanini had 2 strikeouts in the top of the first. Here struggling just a little bit with a walk-in hit allowed. Oh, 2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 got him. That is his 3rd K of the night. Off speeder down low. And that will be 2 outs for Johnny Pacheco. Wearing old number 2, back of his jersey. Pacheco batting .250 on the year, making his 24th appearance. 15 hits out of 60 at-bats with 10 runs and 14 RBI. First pitch, swung on and missed, strike 1. He has struck out in a third of his at-bats this season with 20 of them. So Pacheco will get back on the mound. Working from the stretches, the sun is starting to peer out over left field. Fantastic stuff. 0-1 pitch. As that one in there for strike 2 in the outside corner. First time we've seen the sun since early this morning. So 2 gone here in the top of the second. Scoreless here between the Trappers and the Sabre Dogs. Again, the Sabre Dogs win 2 wins. They get 2 wins in the series. They go to the playoffs. 0-2 pitch. Swing on a miss, strike 3. That is his 4th strikeout of the night. And that will send us to the bottom of the second. Sabre Dogs and Trappers scoreless.
Baseball is America's game. It brings people together, and there's nothing better for community than people coming together. Thank you, Sabre Dogs, for providing entertainment, a family-friendly environment, and good sportsmanship to our town. These simple moments, sharing time with loved ones, create everlasting memories, and will always be in the cheering section, rooting for the home team. First Western Bank and Trust, we're not just here for you, we are you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Forward Communication provides you an opportunity to get your message heard on radio stations all across the region. They have several syndicated radio reports you can partner on, including Ag Issues, which gives an agronomy perspective to regional agriculture, Outdoor Issues, which discusses North Dakota hunting and fishing, and Training Camp Today, which gives listeners an inside look at Minnesota Vikings training camp. Call Forward Communication at 720-0007. That's 720-0007.
iHeartRadio.
910 AM KCJB is Minot's heritage AM full-service information station, supported by the classic country favorites. KCJB listeners are ranchers and farmers and business owners. From egg reports and markets to compelling information, we are 910 AM KCJB, home of the Minnesota Twins, Minot State, and Minot High Sports. We are 910 AM KCJB, Minot's news and information station.
We are scoreless going into the bottom of the second as the heart of the order coming up. Josh Pano, Bo McClintock, and Jace Edwards. As the Sabre Dogs went 1-2-3 with two groundouts and a lineout, all to the shortstop, Michael Herrera. So the Sabre Dogs not really worrying about what the big sticks do. However, it is interesting to see how they fare against the Western Nebraska Pioneers, who have been the best team in the league all season long with a 44-13 record. However, Badlands have been playing better as of late. They have 10 wins in a row they have strung together. Josh Pano playing in the cleanup spot for the 3rd game in a row. Batting .242 on the season. His batting average continued to climb as the first pitch in there, strike 1 from Dominic Parkhurst. 29 hits out of 29 runs, 7 doubles, 3 triples, 23 RBI, and 24 stolen bases. 1 pitch, fouled back. That'll be strike 2. Pano is 7th in the league in steals and tied for 6th in the league in triples. Field shifting just a little bit here. Shortstop Herrera playing pretty far to the left of the normal position as that one misses for ball 1. Pretty big gap up the middle on the shortstop side of the bag. 1-2 pitch. And that one misses low for ball 2. Two-two pitch, breaking ball, and there's strike 3. Beautiful pitch from Dominic Parkhurst, and the catcher, Pacheco, knew it right away, and Susie Connie threw it over to third base.
Next batter is the first baseman from Point University, number 32.
So that will bring up Bo McClintock, batting .293 on the season. 36 hits in his 38 games he has started, batting average of .293. Wind up in the pitch. Breaking ball. That one misses this time inside low for ball 1. The Sabre Dogs pitching has been on the nose the past few games, and their hitting has been good enough. And we'll see if that will be good enough here tonight, as that one misses low for ball 2. Sabre Dogs were able to get 6 runs in 7 innings last night, but they only got 3 runs on Tuesday against the Hot Shots and 3 against the Big Sticks on Monday. 2-0 pitch. That's a breaking ball that is in there for strike 1. Sabre Dogs as a collective unit with 269 batting average with 534 hits on the season. As that pitch misses, that'll be ball 3. 121 doubles, 14 triples, and 38 long balls. 3-1 pitch. That one's popped up in the air. Slicing down the first base side at the fence. That will get out of here on top of the net over the first base concourse, and that will make the count full. Bo McClintock, senior from Point University, has been clutch all season long with multiple game-winning plays. See if he can't get himself another game winner here tonight. 3-2, and that one in there, strike 3 on the inside corner, and McClintock has not been liking that call. He's been running on that exact same pitch for now 3 straight games. And that is back-to-back strikeouts looking, and McClintock is not happy. That will bring up Jace Edwards, the third baseman for the Sabre Dogs. First pitch, that one misses for ball 1. And now, Bo McClintock, you can hear him all the way up here. He said, 3 nights in a row, you have got me out. And to say that safely for the airwaves, as that one misses for ball 2. To a 1 up the middle, and that will drop for a base hit. Sabre Dogs have their first one of the day with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Sabre Dogs are in their red unis with white pants. As for the Trappers, they are in their navy blue unis with their gray pants, as well as their navy blue hats. As for the Sabre Dogs, they go with their half navy blue, half baby blue hats. Sam Powers comes to the plate. We're on first, 2 outs. Here is Parkhurst in the stretch for the first time this evening. First pitch. And that one is in there for strike 1. So no shift this time for Sam Powers, batting .209 on the season, 23 hits and 28 starts. Here's the 0-1 pitch. This is outside for ball 1, evens up the count. Powers also has 7 runs, 5 doubles, and 12 RBI. He's having himself a pretty nice second half of the season, batting .271. There goes Edwards. That one is hit up the middle, and that will drop for a base hit. And rounding second, hanging for third is Jace Edwards, and he'll be safe. Runners are now on the corners with 2 outs for Drew Pollum. Pollum, sub 200 this year, batting .170, has 15 hits and 22 starts, 12 runs, and 6 RBI. Parkhurst in the stretch. It's over at first, now comes set. Swing and a miss, strike 1. A breaking ball got him on the outside corner. So coming up for the Trappers in the top of the third will be the 9-1-2 hitters, Sin Calberer, Michael Herrera, and Ken Scott. Looks over at second twice, and now goes to the plate. That one is hit to the shortstop Herrera. Easy out at second, that will end the inning. So the Sabre Dogs leave 2 stranded. We will head to the top of the third. 2 innings in the books here at Corbett Field. El Azteca is authentic Mexican fast food on the go. Their ingredients are always fresh, so you can be sure you'll get the best tacos, burritos, tamales, and more. El Azteca is located at 2035 North Broadway in Minot. Stop in or order online to save time. If you want exclusive coupons and special offers to save more on your next visit, text LS Teca as one word to 21777. LS Teca, the most authentic Mexican food in Minot.
iHeartRadio.
We are Northwest North Dakota's #1 country radio station, 97 Kicks FM, playing a wide variety of today's new country to those country favorites reaching back to the 90s. With the award-winning Bobby Bones Show and a big signal puts your business where it needs to be. We are heard on over 2,000 smart devices across the country with our iHeartRadio app. From radio to streaming, web, and social media, we've got you covered. Our Kicks listeners are current and retired military, farmers and ranchers, working moms, business owners. We are 97 Kicks FM.
Tonini back out for another inning of work as he has been pitching very well so far. He has allowed a walk and a hit. That was both last inning, but he has 4 strikeouts. As once again he'll take on the 9, 1, and 2 hitters with Sam Calberer coming up. The lefty from Bemidji State, hometown of Tucson, Arizona, same place that Dominic Parkhurst calls home. Parkhurst, if I'm mistaken. Calberer on the season, batting as of right now at .210. 17 hits in 28 games with 13 runs, 7 doubles, 2 home runs, and 10 RBI. He's played 1 game against the Sabre Dogs so far this season. He was 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. The first pitch misses for ball 1. And Tonini has done a fantastic job of being extremely accurate with his pitches and making the Trappers swing. And he swings at this one. This one's hit to left field. Childs has it for out number 1 in left field. That will bring up Michael Herrera. Struck out his first time up. So we're already 10 past 9 here in Minot, North Dakota. Take a look at the scores around the league. Mentioned that the Moo beat the Hot Shots 5-2 earlier this evening. Hastings leads Casper 4-1 in the top of the 9th as the first pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Badlands now within 1 against Western Nebraska in the top of the 5th. It is now 4-3, and Spearfish extends their lead to 5. It is now 6-1 in the top of the 4th. 1-0 pitch. That was a fastball down the middle of the plate. Now leave things up at 1-1. Tonini going with his fastball a lot here tonight so far. 1-1 pitch. Not expecting for that to change as that one's another fastball. Swung on and missed to make it 1-2. One-two pitch. Fastball, grounded foul down the third base line. So metaphorically, if the Sabre Dogs do make the playoffs, it'll be interesting to see who they go with on the mound. Do they go with a guy like Tonini, who has just come in and is having a nice start? As a 1-2 pitch is upstairs. Palmer tried to frame that one. Unsuccessful doing so, even the count of 2-2. Or do you go with someone like maybe Matt Sartwell? I mean, really the options are wide open here with not really anybody who has been extremely reliable day in and day out, as that one is in there for another strike 3. That'll be his 5th K of the day. You could go with a safer pick with someone like Nathaniel Bresner Mendoza or Cody Waters, or you could go risky and go with Jace Mapston, or you go with Carson Tonini, who have not had very many starts with the Sabre Dogs. Mapston has 2, of course, coming off that complete game shutout. First pitch, foul down the third base line, foul. Edwards comes, picks it up. 0-1 pitch. Coming up, just a little bit. 2 outs here. One, that one misses outside, and that will even up the count. First game of this beautiful August season is that one fouled down the first baseline out of play. Now one hits a car pretty good. And, well, that could have been mine. That was parked right over there. Hopefully that wasn't my car. 1-2 pitch. Swing on ground to third base side again. Now keep it at 1-2. 2 pitches, rather 2 hits for the Sabre Dogs, 1 for the Trappers. Wind up in the pitch. Now misses upstairs, and that will even the count. Trying to get his 6th strikeout of the game already, as he has had 2 strikeouts in both of the first 2 innings. Trying to do that here in the third. 2-2 pitch, 2 out, nobody on. Foul back off the edge of the back from Ken Scott, who flew out to center field his first time up. Scott batting .276 on the year, has just 1 home run, despite being the home run derby contestant from the Trappers, playing in his 30th game. Two pitch. That one misses upstairs for ball 3. A tough pitch to take it for Scott, but he does so and it pays off. Ken Scott, right-handed batter from Minnesota State, Mankato, hometown of Morristown, Minnesota. Payoff pitch. And now it misses for ball 4. That'll be his 2nd walk of the day, and the Trappers stay alive here in the top of the 3rd.
Next batter is the second baseman, number 15, Bill Moreland.
So that will bring up Bill Moreland. Struck out his first time up. Moreland from the University of Northern Colorado, hometown of Loveland, Colorado. Is that one in there for strike 1. Those of you just joining us, Sabre Dogs have a brand new pitcher in town. That's the man on the mound, Carson Tonini, as that one is fouled back for strike 2. Sabre Dogs need 2 wins in the series to go to the playoffs. As for the Trappers, if they win 3 or more, they will be in the playoffs. Trappers have 5 games remaining. Sabre Dogs with 4. 1-2 pitch. This is upstairs for ball 1. So no matter what happens in the series, that final game against the Badlands Big Sticks for the Trappers will not matter. Because if the Sabre Dogs go 2-2, the best the Trappers can do is tie the Sabre Dogs, and the Sabre Dogs have the tiebreaker. And of course, the Trappers win the series 3-1. They will have a better record than the Sabre Dogs, because that one's grounded foul down the third base line. Keep it at 1-2. Sabre Dogs have had a lot of highs and a lot of lows this season. Their high would be when they had a 12-game winning streak, as here's a 1-2 pitch. As that one missed outside for ball 2. Another big high was the no-hitter from Bradley Spooner about a month ago. There goes the runner. 2-2 pitch. Swing and miss. Strike 3. That will end the inning. 6 strikeouts in 3 innings for Carson Tonini. Led to the bottom of the 3rd. Sabre Dogs and Trappers scoreless.
Z94 is Minot's only station for today's hit music. The Z94 audience is an active one, targeting your 18 to 42-year-olds. The Z94 listener is a need-to-know listener. They do product research. For product and customer satisfaction reviews, our Z94 audience has their smart devices at their fingertips. That's why you need to be with Z94, because we're in front of our listeners and your customers with our in-demand services like streaming, podcasts, social media. And since we brand to our specific audience, we know how to market your business. Z94, Minot's only station for today's hit music.
You had a long day? An alcoholic beverage sound good right about now? Stewart's River Brewing Company has you covered. They use the most locally sourced and freshest ingredients available to create quality beers and food. Souris River Brewing Company sources food and grains from their neighbors to maintain our local economy and to serve you. Be sure to stop by Souris River Brewing Company, a true North Dakota experience. Scoreless here in the bottom of the third. Sabre Dogs will bring up Luke Quick, Phil Childs, and Wilson Rubion. Luke Quick in his final game as a Sabre Dog, coming into today's game with a batting average of .233. 17 hits in 19 games started. First pitch, misses for ball one. Has a flight for 11 a.m. tomorrow morning. Really sad to see him go. He's been an awesome roommate and a great player as well. This one's hit towards left center field. That one hanging, and that will drop for a base hit. How about that? Luke Quick gets on board in his last game as a Sabre Dog. Last time out, he was 0 for 3 with a strikeout and gets a hit to start things off. So that will bring up Phil Childs. He is 0 for 1 with the ground out his first time up. Childs coming off a 3 for 3 night with 3 runs and 2 stolen bases. First pitch. Outside fastball for ball one. Marcus looks over at second, to rather first, and that one is hit past the glove of the shortstop Herrera. That will go down as an error, and Phil Childs hit that one well over towards the Trapper shortstop, and he's unable to come up with it. So that will bring up Wilson Rubion. So that will bring up Wilson Rubion, lined out to the shortstop Herrera's first time up in the first inning. Wilson has been batting very well these past few games, batting now .297 on the season. As that one misses for ball one. He's really turned around his second half here late in the season. As at one point, his lowest batting average was .214 in the second half. He's got that up to .275. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one is hit towards left field, hooking down the left field line, and that will drop in foul territory in the ballpark. And that will make it 1-1. Beyond the outfielder from Paris Junior College, the coach Scott Holder. That one is hit towards left field. That one might stay in play, and it is dropped in foul territory for strike two. Scott Holder, basically before the season, asked me to keep updates on Wilson Rubion throughout the season, which I've been doing, and about how such a great kid he is, and he has been fantastic. Every single time he sees me, he always greets me with a nice smile and says, hey Jared, how's it going? Always reply with a nice welcome back, and it's nice to see him staying through with a lot of players leaving. One of the good ones. Well, I mean, I don't think really the Sabre Dogs have any bad ones, but one of the nicest players on this team is that one misses up high for ball two. Can't say there's anybody, and this is very genuine, I can't really say there's anybody on this team that I've really said, man, I don't really like that guy, or he's kind of been a jerk to me. Everyone has been so nice in this organization. It's been fantastic. That one misses up and away for ball three. I'm so grateful and humbled to be broadcasting Sabre Dogs baseball for this 2019 regular season. Very thankful for all the people that have stopped by and complimented me on my broadcasts. It really means a lot, and overall it's been a fantastic experience here in Minot, North Dakota. 3-2 pitch. That one's hit well towards center field, and that will be caught for out number one by Ken Scott. So that will bring up Cruz Taylor, 0 for 1 with a ground out his first time up. Taylor, one of the players of the game last night. 1 for 2 with a 2-run blast. outfielder from the University of North Georgia. Once again, they put on the shift, not quite as severe this time, as Herrera is on the same line as the second base bag, as the first pitch misses up and out for ball 1. So Cruz Taylor this season has quite a few accolades. He's 4th in the league in at-bats, 8th in runs, 10th in hits, 4th in doubles, 7th in RBI, and 5th in home runs. 1-0 pitch. This is outside for ball 2. So he has 208 at-bats, 46 runs, 63 hits, 17 doubles, 44 RBI, and 9 home runs. Two-0 pitch. That one's ripped into the right field base hit. He beats the shift. They're going to wave around the runner real quick. And the throw is going to be not in time. That'll be an RBI double for Cruz Taylor. Sabre Dogs take a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the 3rd. Phil Childs goes from 1st to 3rd. And we finally have our first score of the game.
Shortstop, number 14, Josh Pano.
So that brings up Josh Pano. 0 for 1 with a strikeout. First pitch. And this is up and out for ball 1. Freshman from St. Mary's College in California. Runners on second, third with still just 1 out. Now when it's hit towards center field, and that will drop for a base hit. That'll be an RBI single for Josh Pano. Taylor advances to 3rd. Childs scores and is now 2-0. Now runners on the corners for Bo McClintock, and now we have a mound visit, so that will give us some time to look at the scores around the Expedition lead. Hastings and Casper coming down to the final stretch of their game. The Wi-Fi a little bit slow here. There we go. Hastings leads Casper 4-1. Spearfish now leads Wheat City 6-2 in the bottom of the 4th, and Badlands losing on the road to Western Nebraska 4-3 in the top of the 6th. Of course, the Fremont Moo already have won their game. First pitch to Bo is that one missed outside for ball 1. Clintock is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. He has been struggling as of late. Would love to turn that around right here. See if Pano steals second here. He has 3 consecutive games with a steal. Go back over to first. First in the stretch. Another throw back over to first, and that one just barely getting back is Pano. Very difficult to gain traction on a wet turf. Dig your cleats in as soon as you see the ball being thrown over. Pano's lead pretty small here. Hands on his knees, signifying he's not going to go, and he does not, as that one misses the one away for ball 2. To a pitch, breaking ball misses inside for ball 3. Sabre Dogs lead 2-0 here in the bottom of the 3rd. An RBI double from Cruz Taylor, and then an RBI single from Josh Pano. To a pitch. Now it's hit towards center field, and that will be caught. They're going to bring home Cruz Taylor, and the throw to the plate will be not in time. The throw might have been in time, but the tag was not applied. As Ken Scott not happy with that, as the throw was almost perfect. So the Sabre Dogs now lead 3-0 thanks to a sacrifice fly from Bo McClintock. That is his 10th of the year. He leads the league in sacrifice flies.
Chase Edwards.
So that will bring up Jace Edwards, 1 for 1 with a single. So now Pano still at first. There goes Pano. Breaking ball, misses inside. Throw down to second is in time. And that will end the inning. So that will send us to the top of the fourth. Sabre Dogs lead it 3-0. You're listening to Sabre Dogs Baseball on 1390 KRRZ and on the YouTube page of the Service Valley Sabre Dogs. Planet Pizza has become Minot's premier party location. Whether it's a birthday, team, family, school, or church get-together, they have everything to make your event out of this world. From arcade games to bouncy houses, they provide fun for all ages. Planet Pizza has been Minot's best pizza place for over 20 years. Don't let the fun fool you. Their pizza is fresh and delicious every time. To book a party or to order, call 701-852-1700. The Sleep in Minot is the #1 favorite place to stay when visiting. The Wi-Fi is always free and the breakfast is always hot and delicious. It's also the most convenient hotel for the kids when they want to hang out at the Dakota Splashdown Water Park. For the grown-ups, the hotel is attached to the Dakota Square Mall so you can shop till you drop. Then in the evening, be sure and stop in at the best-kept secret lounge for a drink. The Sleep in Minot is a proud sponsor of the Service Valley Sabre Dogs, the largest sleep in North America, where everyone dreams better.
105.3 The Fox is Minot's only rock station, playing the active rock of today, reaching your male audience 18 to 52, and getting your message to their ears.
I'm listening.
And 105.3 The Fox can be heard on over 2,000 smart devices across the country. And with our iHeartRadio app, from radio to stream, web, and social media, we've got your bases covered. If you're needing to reach a male audience, we are your radio station.
105.3 The Fox.
First pitch from Tonini to Zane Phelps is a swing and a miss as the Sabre Dogs lead it 3-0. Big inning for the Sabre Dogs. We get an RBI double from Cruz Taylor. Is that one another swing and a miss for strike 2, as well as an RBI single from Josh Pano and a sac fly by Bo McClintock. Oh, 2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That is his 7th strikeout of the game. He has been absolutely phenomenal. The most strikeouts in a game for a Sabre Dog is 9, and that was by Nathaniel Bresner Mendoza all the way back on May 29th against the Wheat City Whiskey Jacks, and that was in relief. First pitch, now on misses low and inside to Alex Gonzalez, who led off with a base hit. So he is just 2 strikeouts away from getting the Sabre Dogs 1-game record. Well, in the 2019 season, swing and miss, first strike 1 evens the count. One pitch. Swing and a miss behind that fastball for strike 2. Wind up in the pitch. Miss inside, and that will even the count. Gonzalez from Cal State Bakersfield. Got a couple of Western Nebraska Pioneers from that school. 2-2 pitch. Just misses a little bit upstairs, and that will make the count full. So looking for his 4th consecutive inning with 2 strikeouts in the inning, that is. Payoff pitch. Foul tip into the screen, and that will keep us at 3-2. Nobody on and 1 out. Three-two pitch. In there, strike 3, got him. Number 8 for Carson Tonini.
Next batter is the left fielder, number 6, Seth Brewer.
And that will bring up Seth Brewer. Reached via a walk his first time up back in the second inning. First pitch, that one misses inside for ball one. Rocks and fires. On a pitch, swing and miss. Strike one. Not quite sure if this level of performance is sustainable for the rest of the season, but it's darn fun to watch. Having himself a heck of a day so far. 1-1 pitch. Foul back into the screen, and that will make it 1-2. See if he can strike out the side here. 1-2 pitch. That one misses outside for ball two to even the count. Two-two pitch, foul down the third base line. We'll do that again. Coming up for the Sabre Dogs in the bottom of the fourth, it will be Jace Edwards, Sam Powers, and Drew Pollum. 5 hits for the Sabre Dogs and just 1 for the Pierre Trappers. 2-2 pitch. That one misses upstairs and inside for ball 3. We'll have another full count coming up. Three-two pitch. That one popped up towards left field, and that will be caught by Chase Edwards with a basket catch. Oh my! And that will end the inning. Mercy! Sabre Dogs lead 3-0. We'll head to a break. Planet Pizza has become Minot's premier party location. Whether it's a birthday, team, family, school, or church get-together, they have everything to make your event out of this world. From arcade games to bouncy houses, they provide fun for all ages. Planet Pizza has been Minot's best pizza place for over 20 years. Don't let the fun fool you. Their pizza is fresh and delicious every time. To book a party or to order, call 701-852-1700. The Sleep in Minot is the #1 favorite place to stay when visiting. The Wi-Fi is always free and the breakfast is always hot and delicious. It's also the most convenient hotel for the kids when they want to hang out at the Dakota Splashdown Water Park. For the grown-ups, the hotel is attached to the Dakota Square Mall so you can shop till you drop. Then in the evening, be sure and stop in at the best-kept secret lounge for a drink. The Sleep in Minot is a proud sponsor of the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, the largest sleep in North America, where everyone dreams better.
This is truly in the danger zone.
Sabre Dogs lead 3-0. It'll be Jace Edwards, Sam Powers, and Drew Pollum. First time through the order, that portion went 2 for 3 with base hits from Jace Edwards and Sam Powers. Those of you just joining us, we had an hour and a half of a rain delay. Scheduled start was 7:05. We started at 8:41 right on the button. And since then, it has been all Sabre Dogs, thanks to Carson Tanini with 8 strikeouts in 4 innings. And an RBI double from Cruz Taylor, an RBI single from Josh Pino, and a sac fly RBI from Bo McClintock, all last inning. So Edwards on the season, a batting average of .208. Here is the first pitch. Now back into the screen for strike one. First baseman Calber playing pretty shallow here. Everyone else playing pretty deep here against the third baseman for the Sabre Dogs, Jace Edwards. Now a mound visit between Pacheco and Parkhurst. That'll give us another opportunity to look at the scores around the league. I mean, this is probably the most important game in the league as of right now. Hastings leads Casper still 4-1. They're in the top of the ninth. think that game was probably actually finalized. They've been in the top line for quite a while. I believe they just haven't finalized that one. They had some problems with that in Duncan Field before. 0-1 pitch, check swing. He went there. Let me get 0-2. Big Six take the lead. It is now 5-4 in the top, the bottom of the sixth, and the Sasquatch lead the Whiskey Jacks 6-3 in the top of the fifth. 0-2 pitch. That one is upstairs for ball one. And the Moo now 2 games up on the Casper Horseheads after winning 5-2 against the Hub City Hotshots. 1-2 pitch. And that one misses, and that'll even up the count. Nobody on, nobody out for the Sabre Dogs. Chase Edwards 1 for 1 with a single to start. That one misses upstairs, and that'll make it 3-2. Sabre Dogs trying to start the month of August on the right note. They are 2-1 in first of the month games. 3-2 pitch. That one popped up towards right field, and that will hang enough for the first baseman Caliber to get under it. So I guess what I'm referring to, I'm referring to more of the first game of the year. But if you're going by straight the first game of the first of the month, then the Sabre Dogs are actually 2-0. So that brings up Sam Powers, got a single back in the second inning. Wind up of the pitch to the second baseman from Montana State Buildings University. That one misses up and in for ball one. No action in the Trappers bullpen just yet. They will keep Parkhurst out there for a while. Both teams limited on players as they want to pitch. That one misses outside for ball two. Trappers are at 20 players. Sabre Dogs have 21. 2-0 pitch. Now it hit well to the second baseman, but not well enough as Moreland makes the play, throws the first in time for out number 2. So that will bring up Drew Pollen. Sabre Dogs had 32 players at one time. And when they had all 32, they were almost unstoppable. So much so at the point they had won 12 games in a row. And then after the All-Star break, Sabre Dogs lost 3 of some of their best pitchers, as well as Alex Hay, catcher. And a few others have fallen off since then. That is ripped into left field, out, drop for a base hit. Grounding first and staying there is Drew Pollen. First base hit of the day for him. So that will bring up Luke Quick, who is 1 for 1 with a single and a run. Didn't mean to rhyme there, but that's just how sometimes things go. So a 2-out base hit for Drew Pollen, puts him at first. Here is a first pitch to Luke Quick. That one's popped up in the air towards left field, and the left fielder, Brewer, will not be able to make the play. And that'll be a base hit. That'll be number 7 of the day, number 2 for Quick. Just a bad spot for Seth Brewer to be in there. It worked out for Quick, and that'll bring up Philip Childs. 0 for 2 on the day with a run. Reached via an error his first time up. First pitch, that one's in there for a strike. Big gap in between Moreland and Caliber, the second and first baseman for the Trappers. 0-1 pitch. And that one misses. As Childs throughout the season has shown he can go oppo, and would love to do that right here with a big gap. One pitch. That one is ripped, and that is over the glove of the shortstop Herrera. Rounding third, heading for home is Pollen, and he's going to be in there. It is now 4-0 Sabre Dogs lead. Luke Quick advances to second, and Phil Childs with another RBI single. That is RBI number 15 of the year and hit number 60. Mound visit. Head coach Tanner Neal of the Trappers. We'll go ahead and step aside. You're listening to Sabre Dogs Baseball.
Mix 99.9, Minot's variety station. Mix puts our personality and music focus on adult women, whether it's the moms at home or at work, to those that are business owners, or the women who have declared 50 is the new 30. Let Mix go to work for you, playing a variety of music from the 80s, 90s, and today, and can be heard on over 2,000 smart devices all across the country with our iHeartRadio app. From radio to streaming, web, and social media, we've got you covered. We are Mix 99.9, Minot's variety station.
4-0 Trappers trail here, as it will still be the right-hander Dominic Parkhurst on the mound for Pierre with runners on first and second. And that will bring up Wilson Rubion batting in the 2 slot in absence of Mason Dennison, who completed his final game as a Sabre Dog last night. And in his last game, he went 1 for 3 with 2 runs and 2 RBI with a double. First pitch. That one misses in the dirt for ball 1. So 8 hits to 1 for the Sabre Dogs so far today. It has just been that kind of night. 1-0 pitch. That one is hit into the glove of the sliding Bill Morin. Third first is in time. And that will end the inning. Sabre Dogs get one more thanks to an RBI single from Philip Childs. We'll head to the top of the 5th right after this. Inside of your mouth ache? Not brushing as often as you should? Then come on over to Kemet Dental. Kemet Dental prides on their team of highly educated dental professionals and advanced technology. Whether it's advanced dental procedures such as implants, same-day crowns, and sleep apnea, there's no problem they can't fix. Visit their state-of-the-art facility or visit kemetdental.com to learn more. Kemet Dental. We treat more than teeth, we treat people. Don't let bad weather surprise you. Stay informed with KMOT. KMOT is Minot's local NBC affiliate that keeps you in the know for all things weather-related. KMOT also makes sure that you know everything important happening in the Minot community. Want to see the latest Twins highlights? Check out KMOT's professional sports coverage, as well as their local and collegiate sports. KMOT, your news leader. Danini back on the mound. He has struck out 8, 4 innings, as he will take on the bottom of the order, Nico Piazza, Johnny Pacheco, and Sam Calber. So as of right now, there are only 3 Trappers he has not struck out so far today. Getting a quick word of advice and a high five from Jace Edwards. And he is ready to go. Piazza 0 for 1 with a strikeout.
New Trappers. Regular number 23, Nico Piazza.
Trappers will try to bite into that 4-0 lead the Sabre Dogs extended back in the 4th inning. An RBI single from Phil Childs. First pitch. That one's in the dirt for ball 1. Fastball. This is low. The Sabre Dogs will hold on to their lead and win tonight. They would need just one more win to clinch a playoff spot. They would just need one win in 3 days. Now a time call by Drew Pollum. And he'll head over to the mound. So as for the Clark division, Casper trails the Fremont Moo by 2 games. Horse Heads are 6.5 games out, and the Moo are 4.5 out. Winner of those 2 will take on the Western Nebraska Pioneers in Gary, Nebraska for 1-game divisional round playoff. When a pitch, that one popped up, and that's going to get out of play down the first base line for strike 1. That'll even up the count. Hope you join us tomorrow at Corbett Field. Same time, I shouldn't say same time. 7:05, that was the scheduled time for tonight, is when tomorrow's game is going to be. Same place, 1-1 pitch. That one is hit to right field, and that will be caught on a line by Wilson Rubion in right field for out number 1. Hit well, but as they say, maybe hit a little bit too well.
Number 2, Johnny Pacheco.
So that will bring up Johnny Pacheco from, UC Irvine. Oh, man. The reason why I kind of cringe at that is because, I'm from Kansas State University, and they were able to beat my Wildcats in the NCAA tournament this past spring. First pitch, that one's inside. UC Irvine Anteaters, Kansas State University, winning the Big 12 Conference, snapping the Kansas Jayhawks' long 14 consecutive conference championship streak, as that one misses. That was in there, my mistake. I'll leave count 1-1. And all of that was for none, as the Anteaters stunned my Wildcats. It was very heartbreaking. 1-1 pitch. Swing and miss for strike 2. Tandem of Kamau Stokes, Barry Brown, and Dean Wade disbanding and all heading to play professional basketball. 1-2 pitch. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did. Well, they're going to say he didn't go, but the pitch was in there for strike 3. So he has struck out a batter in every inning. He's actually struck out a batter twice. Actually, I should say that again. He struck out 2 batters in every inning, and trying to do that again here as San Calber represents the final at-bat of the inning, hopefully for the Sabre Dogs. They can have him be the final at-bat. He has 9 strikeouts on the night now. First pitch. There's that one in there for strike 1. At the bottom of the 5th, Sabre Dogs will bring up Cruz Taylor, Josh Pano, and Bo McClintock. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Behind that, breaking ball for strike 2. Wind up in the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 got him. That is 10 strikeouts for Carson Tonini. We will head to the bottom of the 5th. Coming up.
Baseball is America's game. It brings people together, and there's nothing better for community than people coming together. Thank you, Sabre Dogs, for providing entertainment, a family-friendly environment, and good sportsmanship to our town. These simple moments, sharing time with loved ones, create everlasting memories, and will always be in the cheering section, rooting for the home team. First Western Bank and Trust, we're not just here for you, we are you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Forward Communication provides you an opportunity to get your message heard on radio stations all across the region. They have several syndicated radio reports you can partner on, including Ag Issues, which gives an agronomy perspective to regional agriculture, Outdoor Issues, which discusses North Dakota hunting and fishing, and Training Camp Today, which gives listeners an inside look at Minnesota Vikings training camp. Call Forward Communication at 720-0007. That's 720-0007. Sabre Dogs continue to lead 4-0 going into the bottom of the 4th. And that will be Cruz Taylor getting ready to take on Parkhurst once again. As those of you just joining us, Carson Tonini has 10 strikeouts through 5 innings of work. If he goes the full game, he's on pace for 18. I'll get ahead of myself here. He's trying to go after Kerry Wood's 20 strikeout performance. Here comes Cruz Taylor. He is 1 for 2 with an RBI double.
Leading up to the Sabre Dogs is the center fielder, number 11, Cruz Taylor.
Parkhurst is going to start in the stretch as for the 3rd time today. He will take on the massive shift Trappers put on for him. Parkhurst comes set and deals. So that one misses inside for ball 1. Just got to take it as a compliment, saying, man, these guys really want to get me out. Shift continues in the outfield as well. As that one in there for a strike, as the right fielder Piazza drifting closer towards the line, and Scott, the center fielder, drifting to the right of the second base bag. Basically only have 2 players to the left of second base. 1-1 pitch. Now when it's hit well towards right field, back goes Piazza. He's at the track, he's at the wall, and that one is gone! Home run number 10 of the season. Sabre Dogs now lead it 5-0. Cruz making the Trappers eat their words as he makes the Trappers pay after the 3rd straight time they go into the shift. And that will bring up Josh Pano, an RBI single his last time up. First pitch, that one's popped up towards right field. It is slicing, it is foul.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to remind you to please keep your eyes on the field at all times as flying bats and balls.
Bruce Taylor, now in solo 5th. The most home runs in the league. He is just one of 5 players in the league with 10-plus home runs. Others being Nathan Sanders and Mason Schwellenbach and Connor Van Cleve of the Big Sticks with 13, 12, and 11 as that one's hitting towards center field on a line, and that's going to be caught by Ken Scott. Nice play. And also with 11 home runs is Zane Phelps of the Trappers.
Next batter, the first baseman, number 32.
So that will bring up Bo McClintock. 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a sac fly RBI. Nobody on and 1 man out. Sabre Dogs have a run in with a dinger from Cruz Taylor. First pitch. And that one misses inside for ball 1. On a pitch, that one in there for a strike to even the count. On deck is Jace Edwards for the Sabre Dogs. On 1 pitch, check swing, and that one is outside for ball 1. That one popped up towards center field, and that will be caught for out number 2. Edwards 1 for 2, a single and a flyout.
Chase Edwards.
Parker's still in the game despite trailing 5-0 as that one misses outside for ball 1. And that one misses in the dirt. That will be ball 2. Let's get another look around the league. Scores are all the same. Badlands in western Nebraska now on the bottom of the 7th, and Weed City Spearfish in the bottom of the 6th. To a pitch, that one misses inside for ball 3. First comes set. To a pitch, breaking ball. That is a 4-pitch walk that will keep the Sabre Dogs alive here in the bottom of the 5th. Sam Powers will come up. He is 1 for 2 on the day with a single and a ground out.
Next batter, the second baseman, number 28, Sam Powers.
First pitch. And that one, this is inside for ball 1. Trying to expound on their already 5-0 lead here. They have scored in every inning since the bottom of the third. 1-0 pitch. Now misses. Throw back to first, and that one was low. And good job by Calber for not letting that one get past him. So the count is now 2-0. They have some action over there in the Pierre bullpen. As that one misses. Here pitch. Now it's outside. Another 4-pitch walk. So 8 consecutive pitches that have missed the strike zone. And runners on first and second for Drew Pollum, who got a base hit last inning and scored a run.
Next batter, the catcher, number 21, Drew Pollum.
Pollum a chance to extend right here. Sabre Dogs have 9 hits compared to Pierre's 1. And we'll certainly see Tonini come out for another inning here. They're pacing in the Sabre Dogs dugout. First pitch. And that misses inside for ball 1.
A friendly reminder, fans, that we're only 3 runs away from the 8-run.
Carson Tonini, the first ever Minot native to be a Service Valley Sabre Dog. Of course, have had Minot State Beavers here, but none have been from Minot State. That one's ground, so none have been Minot natives. Look at the easy out at second, and that will end the inning as Michael Herrera retires Drew Pollum, and that will send us to the top of the 6th with Tonini coming out for another inning. We'll be right back. Sabre Dogs baseball. El Azteca is authentic Mexican fast food on the go. Their ingredients are always fresh, so you can be sure you'll get the best tacos, burritos, tamales, and more. El Azteca is located at 2035 North Broadway in Minot. Stop in or order online to save time. If you want exclusive coupons and special offers to save more on your next visit, text El Azteca as one word to 21777. El Azteca, the most authentic Mexican food in Minot.
iHeartRadio.
We are Northwest North Dakota's #1 country radio station, 97 Kicks FM, playing a wide variety of today's new country to those country favorites reaching back to the 90s. With the award-winning Bobby Bones Show, and a big signal puts your business where it needs to be. We are heard on over 2,000 smart devices across the country with our iHeartRadio app. From radio to streaming, web, and social media, we've got you covered. Our Kicks listeners are current and retired military, farmers and ranchers, working moms, business owners. We are 97 Kicks FM.
Tonini coming out to take on the top of the order, as it'll be Michael Herrera, Ken Scott, and Bill Moreland all getting their third cracks at Carson Tonini. 10 strikeouts in 5 innings. He has struck out 2 batters in every single inning so far. And he has struck out the leadoff man, Herrera, twice so far tonight.
Number 10, Michael Herrera.
Shortstop from Abilene Christian University. From the town of Phoenix, Arizona. Got quite a few players from Arizona on this Trappers lineup. First pitch. That one's hit solidly, but right at the shortstop, Josh Pano, throws first in time for out number 1.
Next batter is the
That'll bring up Ken Scott.
Number 7, Ken Scott.
He's 0 for 1 with a walk and a flyout. One of just 2 Trappers that have not been struck out so far today, him and Seth Brewer. Brewer batting 6th. Ken Scott taking his sweet time, coming up to the plate. It's already 10:03 here in Minot, North Dakota at Corbett Field. The wind is calm. Swing and a miss, strike one, as there was not a whole lot of wind. There was, I guess, right before the game there was a ton of wind, but after that it just kind of poured down and didn't really have a whole lot of wind to it. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Just had some strong gusts for about 15 minutes or so. Swing and a miss, strike two. Wind up in the pitch. Down outside, tried to get Scott to chase, did not do so. Nobody on, one out here in the top of the sixth. Sabre Dogs lead 5-0. Final series of the season, game number 61 of the regular season. That one a grounder. Fair. Throw to first is not in time. Speedy Ken Scott in time. He leads the team in stolen bases. Trying to make sure that call was called correctly. That was very close. It was right on top of the bag. Jace Edwards threw it over to first, unable to get out. Ken Scott will be an infield single. Just their second base hit of the day. And that will bring up Bill Moreland, who's over 2 with 2 strikeouts. First pitch, and I was actually going to throw over to first. Throw was not in time. Still waiting the first pitch to Bill Moreland, second baseman for the Trappers. Here it is. There goes the runner. Throw down to second from Paulin, right on the money, and it is in time for out number 2. An eye for an eye, as Josh Pano was caught stealing a couple innings ago. Bases are now empty with 2 outs with a 1-0 count. So that will end the streak of 5 consecutive innings with 2 strikeouts, but can strike out Bill Moreland right here. 1-0 pitch. Swing and miss, strike one, fastball right by him. One pitch. And that one barely misses on the outside corner. And that will make it 2-1. Got some rowdy fans here at Corbett Field tonight. Had some extra time to get some extra alcohol in their system, as that one is in there for strike 2. Another fastball. 1 strikeout away from ending this inning. On deck is Zane Phelps if necessary. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, breaking ball got him. That is his 3rd strikeout of the day in Carson Tanini's 11th. And we will head to the bottom of the 6th. Sabre Dogs lead 5-0. We'll be right back.
Z94 is Minot's only station for today's hit music. The Z94 audience is an active one, targeting your 18 to 42-year-olds. The Z94 listener is a need-to-know listener. They do product research. From product and customer satisfaction reviews, our Z94 audience has their smart devices at their fingertips. That's why you need to be with Z94, because we're in front of our listeners and your customers with our in-demand services like streaming, podcasts, social media. And since we brand to our specific audience, we know how to market your business. Z94, Minot's only station for today's hit music.
You had a long day? An alcoholic beverage sound good right about now? Sewers River Brewing Company has you covered. They use the most locally sourced and freshest ingredients available to create quality beers and food. Sewers River Brewing Company sources food and grains from their neighbors to maintain our local economy and to serve you. Be sure to stop by Sewers River Brewing Company, a true North Dakota experience. New pitcher for the Pierre Trappers is Tiger Cox, the right-handed pitcher from Trevecca Nazarene, hometown of Nolensville, Tennessee. As we take a look at his stats on the season. As of right now, a record of 2-0, a .596 ERA, pitching his He's pitching in his 12th game. He has went for 25 and 2/3 innings, has 17 strikeouts, 8 walks, and 37 hits for a whip of 175. So he will take on Luke Quick, Philip Childs, and Wilson Rubion, as Quick is perfect so far today, 2 for 2, with 2 singles and a run here on his final game as a Sabre Dog. Cox, a right-handed sidearm pitcher, as he likes to step way outside before he releases. And he will try to keep the Sabre Dogs within reach here.
Hitting up the inning for the Sabre Dogs is the designated hitter, number 2, Luke Quick.
Those of you just joining us, it's been all about Carson Tonini. 6 innings under his belt, has 11 strikeouts, as the first pitch from Tiger Cox is outside for ball 1. Last inning is the only inning he was unable to get 2 strikeouts in an inning. He had just 1. Such a shame. 1-0 pitch, outside, but in the strike zone. We'll even count 1-1. 1 pitch. That one misses outside as well for ball 2. Taking a look at some of the scores around the majors. Cincinnati Reds and Atlanta Braves currently in a rain delay in the top of the 7th. The Braves lead 4-1 as the 2-1 pitch misses low for ball 3. Padres lead the Dodgers in the bottom of the 3rd. The score 2-1 there. And those are the only 2 games going on right now. Early on in the day, the Marlins beat the Twins in 12 innings 5-4. So that one's fouled out of play, make 3-2. Phillies beat the Giants 10-2. Mets beat the White Sox 4-0. A's beat the Brewers 5-3. Blue Jays beat the Orioles 11-2. Rays beat the Red Sox 9-4. Astros beat the Indians 7-1, and the Cardinals beat the Cubs 8-0. Down to set the middle, and he is now 3 for 3 in his last game as a Sabre Dog. Unreal. So that will bring up Philip Childs. 1 for 3 on the day. RBI single in the 4th inning, as well as a run back in the 3rd, reaching via an error. First pitch, sidearm, that one hitting the air towards right field, and backing up and making the play is Piazza for out number 1. So that will bring up Wilson Rubion. He is 0 for 3. Just one of 2 Sabre Dogs without a hit. Back over to first. Quick lives up to his name as he's back in time over at first base. Quick has 9 stolen bases on the year. Will become one of these 6 Sabre Dogs with 10+ stolen bases, as that one swung on and missed for a strike. The 0-1 pitch. Foul back into the screen. They'll make it 0-2. Got a bunch of arms over in the Sabre Dogs bullpen. See what they do with Tonini in the next inning. 0-2 pitch. One outside for ball 1. Back over to first for Cox. Quick back in time, no problem. So on deck is Cruz Taylor, and the hole is Josh Pano. Cruz Taylor is 2 for 3 with a double and a home run. There goes Quick, swing and a miss for the Allens, way over the head of the shortstop Herrera into center field. So that will be the 10th stolen base of the year for Luke Quick.
Next batter is the center fielder,
So it was an RBI double in the third. He came around to score, and then, of course, the solo bomb in the fifth. Runner on second, 2 gone here in the bottom of the sixth. First pitch. Is that one in there for a strike. A big gap in between Herrera, who's holding on to quick at second, and the second baseman, Moreland, who is pretty close to the first base side. 0-1 pitch. And that one misses, and they'll even the count. 10 hits for the Sabre Dogs, just 2 for the Trappers. Have been unable to get past Carson Tonini. 1-1 pitch. That one's popped up in the air, slicing foul out of play, and I'll make it 1-2.
Listening fans, please be aware of lineouts and balls that may be the playing surface. Also, be sure aware of tables that you might run into.
Cox working from the stretch, taking a while here. Now sets, looks over at second. It's a breaking ball that misses outside, leaving the count. Taking a lot of velocity off there. Coming up for the Trappers, it'll be the heart of the order. Zane Phelps, Alex Gonzalez, and Seth Brewer. 2-2. That one's hit high in the air. That one in on the infield. Sam Cowber finding the lights. Will make the catch in foul territory for the final out. Blows a kiss over to one of the fans who's harassing him on the first base side. So 6 innings in the books. Sabre Dogs lead 5-0. First scoreless inning since the third inning. It's going to be Matt Sartwell coming on the mound. So Tonini is done for his day. We'll be back and see how the other Minot State native does. We'll be right back.
To make a special birthday wish to one of our employees. Miss Taryn Love is celebrating her birthday. Happy birthday, Taryn! Ladies and gentlemen, this is your call of the pin. Brought to you by North Dakota One Call. Now pitching for your Sabre Dogs. From Minot State University, number 9, right-hander, Matt Sartwell. Sartwell, number 9, now pitching for your Sabre Dogs.
My apologies, folks. Didn't realize that I didn't mute my mic. I apologize for that. So Matt Sartwell, the new pitcher for the Sabre Dogs, Carson Tonini, is done for the day after 6 innings. Goes for 11 strikeouts and just has 2 walks and 2 hits. And that is it. Of course, no earned runs. Take a look at Matt Sartwell's stats on this season. He's coming out of the bullpen this time instead of starting. He has started the last 2 times he's come out on the mound. Has a record of 1-2, an ERA of 7.24. He's making his 16th appearance of the year. He's went for 27 1/3 innings, has 30 strikeouts, 16 walks, and 26 hits for a whip of 154 and 9.88 strikeouts per 9 innings. The Sabre Dogs lead 5-0 as it will once again be the heart of the order coming up for the Trappers. First pitch to Zane Phelps. That one misses up and in for ball 1. Phelps is 0 for 2 on the day with a ground out and a strikeout. First pitch, that one misses inside for 2-0.
Yo, whoa, go!
2-0 pitch, that one misses. No, it's in there for a strike. That'll make it 2-1. Sartwell, righty from Minot State University, the 3rd pitcher we've seen from the Beaver faithful. 2-0 pitch. Fouled back. That will make it 2-2. Sabre Dogs, they hold on to their current 5-0 lead. They'll need just one more win to clinch a playoff spot. 2-1 pitch. 2-2 pitch, my mistake. That one fell back in the screen. They'll keep it at 2-2. Quick mound visit from Drew Pollum. It's the Pierre Trappers talking a little bit of smack. Talking about hashtag Trappers in 4. And that looks like that will most likely not be the case. After the Sabre Dogs holding on to their 5-0 lead here in the top of the 7th. That one, check swing. Did he go? No, he did not. So that'll make the count full. It's a beautiful night for baseball. After waiting an hour and a half, it has been worth the wait. Weather has been mild and calm. Not really any sort of breeze. Haven't really needed it. 3-2 pitch. Now a hit right up the middle and past the pitcher's mound into center field for a base hit. That's number 3 of the game for the Trappers. They got 2 on Tonini.
Number 3, Alex Gonzalez.
Would argue is a pretty solid first start for Tonini tonight. 6 innings, 11 strikeouts, 2 walks, 2 hits, and no earned runs. So that will bring up Alex Gonzalez. He's 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. First pitch in there for strike 1. Start well with his long blonde locks, nicknamed Thor. Back over to first, comes set. Here is the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball, that one misses inside for now a 1-1 coming up. Zane Phelps over at first for the Trappers. Phelps has 12 steals on the year. Doesn't have a very big lead over at first. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And that one is outside. That will make it 2-1. Two-one pitch. Swing on a miss, and that will leave the count at 2-2. Behind on that fastball. Up and away. Trying to get their first out of the inning. So it looks over first. Now comes set. Now comes to the plate. Now one popped up foul down the third base side. I'll keep it at 2-2.
This is Foul Balls brought to you by Capital RV. All about family, all about fun.
Western Nebraska has one more chance to tie or take the lead. They're in the bottom of the ninth. They trail 5-4 to the Badlands Big Sticks. 2-2 pitch. That one is inside for ball 3. Spearfish now leads Wheat City 8-3. They're in the bottom of the 7th there. 2 games have finalized. Fremont beat Hub City 5-2 earlier this evening, and Hastings was able to beat Casper 4-1. Green 2 pitch to Alex Gonzalez, batting .237 on the season. Now missed outside for ball 4. And that will bring up Seth Brewer, the only, actually one of 2 rather, Trappers to not have been retired via the strikeout by Carson Tonini. It was him and Ken Scott. So well comes set. Here is the first pitch. And that one misses outside for ball 1. Starwell struggling here in the top of the 7th. Nobody out, runners on first and second. A single and a walk. 1-0 pitch. Now this outside as well, make it 2-0. Same spot, but this time it's a strike. He has pitched that ball in the exact same spot for 3 pitches in a row. And every single time, Seth Brewer has not decided to swing at him. He's now 2-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Good job by Starwell to fight back. Sabre Dogs not holding on any of the runners here. 2-2 pitch. Now it misses. Now they got the runner caught between second and third, and now heading to third, and in there safely is Zane Phelps. As soon as the ball was thrown out of second base, he wisely headed for third. And that will be a steal. Runners on the corners now with nobody out. It's a very smart play there. Phelps with steal number 13 on the season. Alex Gonzalez over at first. He has 6. Payoff pitch. And that one misses. And the bases are now loaded with nobody out. This happened to Corey Smith a couple nights ago against the Up City Hotshots. Now a mound visit from head coach Corey Thompson. It was in the 8th inning. Sabre Dogs were up 2-1. Then Braden Henley came in and allowed just 1 run to tie the game, and the Sabre Dogs got that game-winning run from Josh Pano, and that will likely be it, possibly for Matt Sartwell. We'll see what happens here. A big decision from head coach Corey Thompson, as one swing of the bat could make this a 1-run game. They're going to leave Sarwell out there for the time being as he will face Nico Piazza. See if Sarwell can pitch his way out of the jam right here without too much damage. So Piazza 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a flyout. See if Sarwell can keep him hitless right here. More importantly, keep him off the base path. This is the first pitch. Misses for ball 1. One-0 pitch. That's hit well towards left field. Backing up was Philip Childs. He's at the track. He's at the wall, and that one's out of here. And all of a sudden, this is a 1-run game. Oh my goodness. How about that from Nico Piazza? His 2nd home run of the season. Getting RBI 24, 25, 26, and 27. Mercy. So that will bring up Johnny Pacheco. First pitch, that one grounded to the third baseman Edwards. Sort of first is wide to McClintock, and he's off the bag. And that will be an E5. And all of a sudden, the Trappers have the tying run on at first base. I cannot believe the turn of events that have happened here. So now batting is Sam Caliber. He's 0 for 2 on the day, a flyout and a strikeout. First pitch. And that one misses for ball 1. So it all started with a base hit from Zane Phelps, then back-to-back walks, then a grand slam from Nico Piazza. And then Johnny Pacheco reaching on an error. Is that one fouled out of play? And that will leave the count 1-1. And what looked like to be a cruise to a victory here tonight is all of a sudden, well, it's just a one-run game. 1-1 pitch. Outside for ball 2. This definitely has not been Sartwell's night, as Tonini's win right here could be in jeopardy. 2-1 pitch. Outside for ball 3. Three-one pitch. That one fouled out of play. And that'll make it 3-2. Pacheco has his lead at first. Not a very big one. About 2.5 steps. Here's payoff pitch. And that one misses low. And Matt Sorrell has still failed to retire a batter. Now put runners on first and second, and that will be it for Matt Sartwell. What a rough night for him. Really feel bad for him. He came in with a 5-0 lead. He gives up a grand slam, and that's going to be it for his day. So we'll send it to a break. We'll be right back with Sabre Dogs Baseball. Trinity Health is a nonprofit healthcare system serving northwest and central North Dakota and eastern Montana. With a care hospital in Minot, more than 40 specialties, several rural health clinics, and a long-term facility, Trinity provides a full complement of healthcare services to the region. Since 1922, they have been committed to looking ahead and improving in ways that provide the best, most compassionate care for their patients, families, and communities. Trinity Health, where their mission is, being committed to preserving and improving the quality of health to the people they serve. Know what's below. Call before you dig. Whether you call 811 or use ITIC to file your locate requests, North Dakota One Call makes sure you're able to navigate the One Call process as easy as possible. Whether you're a professional contractor working on a project or a novice homeowner just installing a fence, contact us every time you dig to ensure no underground lines are damaged. It's easy, and it's the law. Dig safe. Inside of your mouth ache? Not brushing as often as you should? Then come on over to Kemet Dental. Kemet Dental prides on their team of highly educated dental professionals and advanced technology. Whether it's advanced dental procedures such as implants, same-day crowns, and sleep apnea, there's no problem they can't fix. Visit their state-of-the-art facility or visit kemetdental.com to learn more. Kemet Dental. We treat more than teeth, we treat people. Don't let bad weather surprise you. Stay informed with KMOT. KMOT is Minot's local NBC affiliate that keeps you in the know for all things weather-related. KMOT also makes sure that you know everything important happening in the Minot community. Want to see the latest Twins highlights? Check out KMOT's professional sports coverage, as well as their local and collegiate sports. KMOT, your news leader. New pitcher is Chase Grillo. Taking a look at his stats on the season, they are solid. He has a record of 2-2, a 2.88 ERA. He's pitching in his 16th game, the second most on the team, only behind Cody Waters. He's won 25 innings, 34 strikeouts, 12 walks, 15 hits for just a 108 whip, and 12.24 strikeouts per 9 innings. And he will have runners on first and second with nobody out, taking on the top of the order, Michael Herrera.
Number 10, Michael Herrera.
So a grand slam home run from Nico Piazza makes this a 5-4 game. Those of you just joining us, it's 5-0. That one is hit down the line foul, first base side, and that will make it 0-1. Herrera 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Grillo comes set. He's back at second and delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 2, gets past the glove of Drew Paul, and both runners are going to advance. Still nobody out. So the tying run is now at third with nobody out. Strikeout would really help his favor here. 0-2 pitch from the right-hander from Spokane Falls Community College. Foul back in the screen, and that will keep it at 0-2.
And that foul ball is brought to you by Capital One League. All about family, all about fun.
Oh, 0-2, that one fouled back as well. Keep it at 0-2. It's just been a rough night so far for both teams to an extent. Trappers got out to a very slow start. Was struck out 11 times by Carson Tanini, the starting pitcher for the Sabre Dogs. Since then, Trappers have come all the way back. As this one swung on a miss, strike 3 behind that fastball, and that will be 1 down. Big strikeout there for Grillo.
Next batter is the center fielder, number 7, Ken Scott.
So Kent Scott coming to the plate. Scott is 1 for 2. Single and a walk. First pitch. That one misses away for ball 1. Playing center field tonight for the Trappers. All Scott needs is a sac fly. That would tie this game 5-5. They would prefer to be in right field so they can try to advance the second runner over to third. 1-0, foul tip. Now pops out of the glove of Palm, and that will make it 1-1. Pretty large gap in between Sam Powers and Bo McClintock, the second and first baseman, respectively, for the Sabre Dogs tonight. Grillo gets the pitch he wants. Comes set and delivers. Swing on and miss, strike 2. Big swing and a miss from Scott. This pitch is huge. Needing a strikeout right here. Can he get it? Grillo gets the signal. Comes set. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Foul, or this one's hitting the air towards right field. This should do it. Slicing, and that will be in fair territory, caught by the right fielder Rubion, and that will advance both the runners. And this is a tied ball game. Not the worst case scenario, but definitely not the best. For Chase Grillo, that is. And that will bring up Bill Moreland. 2 down, runner on third. 5-5. This is a brand new ball game with a 5-run top of the 7th. Coming up for the Sabre Dogs after the 7th inning stretch, it will be Josh Pano, Bo McClintock, and Jace Edwards, the heart of the order. First pitch, that one in there. Strike 1 in the outside corner. Here's the 0-1. That one popped up and fouled behind home plate. It'll make it 0-2. Reminder that there's just 3 home games left here at Corbett Field, and if you haven't come out to this beautiful historic ballpark, well, you've really been missing out. You got 3 more chances to do so. Got some great giveaways and prizes coming up. You have the food bank coming up tomorrow. Great prizes will be given away, as well as a hat giveaway on Saturday. Swing and miss, strike 3, and that will end the inning. And Grillo comes in, gives up a run. Won't be credited to him, however. It'll be credited to Matt Sartwell. Gives up 5 earned runs in the top of the 7th. So we are tied 5-5, and this is a brand new ball game. We'll head it to the bottom of the 7th. We'll be right back after Sabre Dogs with Sabre Dogs baseball.
Baseball is America's game. It brings people together, and there's nothing better for community than people coming together. Thank you, Sabre Dogs, for providing entertainment, a family-friendly environment, and good sportsmanship to our town. These simple moments, sharing time with loved ones, create everlasting memories, and will always be in the cheering section, rooting for the home team. First Western Bank and Trust, we're not just here for you, we are you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Forward Communication provides you an opportunity to get your message heard on radio stations all across the region. They have several syndicated radio reports you can partner on, including Ag Issues, which gives an agronomy perspective to regional agriculture, Outdoor Issues, which discusses North Dakota hunting and fishing, and Training Camp Today, which gives listeners an inside look at Minnesota Vikings training camp. Call Forward Communication at 720-0007. That's 720-0007.
iHeartRadio.
910 AM KCJB is Minot's heritage AM full-service information station, supported by the classic country favorites. KCJB listeners are ranchers and farmers and business owners. From egg reports and markets to compelling information, we are 910 AM KCJB, home of the Minnesota Twins, Minot State, and Minot High Sports. We are 910 AM KCJB, Minot's news and information station.
All right, folks, here we go. Buckle up. We got a close one as we are tied 5-5 going into the bottom of the 7th. It'll be the heart of the order, Josh Payno, Bo McClintock, and Jace Edwards. Payno on the night is 1 for 3 with an RBI single back in the bottom of the 3rd. From the stretch, here is the first pitch. And that one in there for strike 1 from Tiger Cox, out for a second inning of work. As in this first inning, he gave up a hit and got a strikeout, and that was it. First scoreless inning for the Sabre Dogs since the second. 0-1 pitch. That one is ripped into left field, and that will be a base hit. That'll roll all the way into the corner. Running first inning for second is Payno, and that's going to be a leadoff double. It's nearly impossible to get a triple here at this ballpark unless you were able to hit it maybe over all the way into center field where it's 410 there. It's just 316 to the pole, so it's very difficult to get a triple because you can bring it in pretty easily. It's also 356 to left and right center field. So that will bring up Bo McClintock, who's over 2 with a sac fly back in the 3rd inning. That is his 10th of the season. He leads the league in that category. Get another RBI right here. Take the lead. First pitch. Now on his hit towards center field, and moving to his left is Ken Scott. Make the catch, and Josh Payno is going to advance with no problem. So McClintock gets the job done and moves the runner over, and that will bring up Jace Edwards, who was 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. Just needs a fly ball deep enough in the outfield. Edwards is actually probably not going to need to hit too deep because Payno is very quick. I would argue he's probably the fastest player on this team. Judging that on his steal rate per game as that one swung on Mr. Strike 1. Doesn't have the most steals on the team, mainly because he hasn't played nearly as many games. As of right now, he has 24 stolen bases in 33 games. Philip Childs leads the team with 31 stolen bases. He's done that in 40 games. Now on his hit in foul territory on the first base line, foul, and that will make it 0-2. So Cox has the upper hand right here. O2 pitch. And that's going to hit Jace Edwards on the back, and that will put runners on first and third. That was a breaking ball, so going to feel a little bit, but not too much. And that will bring up Sam Powers.
Number 28, Sam Powers.
Powers is 1 for 2 on the day. Single and a walk. Edwards has his lead. That one popped up and fouled behind home plate for strike 1.
Presented to you by First Western Bank and Trust. You're going to strike out when making with us.
Here is the 0-1 pitch. misses outside. Even count 1-1. Big pitch right there from Cox. Evens up the count. St. Powers batting .271 in the second half. Go back over to first. Ain't no thought about coming home, but I don't think the Sabre Dogs are going to be quite that aggressive on the base paths. "11 hits for the Sabre Dogs, just 4 for the Trappers, but we are tied 5-5 regardless." 1-1 pitch. And that one is outside for ball 2. On deck is Drew Pollum, who was 1 for 3 on the day with a single and a run. Everyone has a hit here tonight except for Wilson Rubion and Bo McClintock. 2-1 pitch. Now on his hit, double play ball coming up. Oh, he booted it! And the Sabre Dogs are going to take the lead. That should have been a double play ball right there for Bill Moreland, but he completely booted it. And that will score Josh Pano, and Edwards move on all the way from first to third. A huge break for the Sabre Dogs. A potential season-saving break. And that makes it 6-5. And that will bring up Drew Pollum. As mentioned, he's 1 for 3 with a run. He has runners on the corners, still just 1 out. Chance to extend their lead. First pitch. And that one in there for strike 1.
Fans were just 2 runs away from the free donut. Courtesy of Mary's Got Big House, so go nuts for some donuts.
Cox looks over at first. Now double takes. Comes to the plate. Breaking ball, waits on it, fouls it down the left field, or excuse me, the right field line rather, and that will be strike 2. Save Caliber, the first baseman, unnecessarily running after that one. That was way out of play from the start. Oh-2 pitch. There goes the runner, and that one misses outside. A throw is faked, and they will allow Powers to steal second as Edwards is still on at third. Now runners on second and third. Still just 1 out. Sabre Dogs lead 6-5. Josh Pano scored on an error. One-two pitch. Outside for ball 2. Two-two pitch. That one swung on in foul territory. That will drop, and that will keep it at 2-2. And honestly, the Trappers might have been better off letting that ball drop because that would have been sack fly right there with the speedy Jace Edwards over at third. Here we go, 2-2 pitch from Tiger Cox. That one popped up in the air, and that one will be behind on plate. That will keep it at 2-2. Goes all the way into the parking lot. Game 2 tomorrow night, 7:05. Game 3 Saturday night at 7:05. And game Sunday night, guess what time? Nope, not 7:05, 5:35. Gotcha. So here we go, runners on second and third, 2-2 counts. The pitch to Drew Pollum. That one is hit in the gap, base hit! And that will score at least 1, and they will hold the runner on third, and it is now 7-5. An RBI single from Drew Pollum. Multi-hit day for the catcher from the University of Central Arkansas. And how big of a play that is right there for Paulum. And that will bring up the Sabre Dogs' best hitter tonight, Luke Quick, who is 3 for 3 with 3 singles, a run, and a steal. First pitch. Now it's in the air towards left field. That could get the job done. It is caught. Sam Powers is going to head for... No, he's not going to head for home. It's hit shallow left field, so Powers will hold. And there'll be 2 down after that fly out to left field, and that will bring up Phil Childs. First time Quick has been retired tonight. So that'll bring up Phil Childs, who was 1 for 4 with an RBI single, as well as a run, reached on an error back in the 3rd inning. First pitch in there for strike 1. The 1 pitch. And that one missed outside for ball 1 to even up the count. So 2 down, runners on the corners for the Sabre Dogs. Over at third is Sam Powers, and over at first is Drew Paulum. 1-1, broken bats, a slow grounder to the shortstop Herrera, throw to first in time, and that will end the inning. So it is a 2-run inning for the Sabre Dogs that gives them a 7-5 lead. We'll be right back after these messages. More Sabre Dogs baseball. Trinity Health is a nonprofit healthcare system serving northwest and central North Dakota and eastern Montana. With a care hospital in Minot, more than 40 specialties, several rural health clinics, and a long-term facility, Trinity provides a full complement of healthcare services to the region. Since 1922, they have been committed to looking ahead and improving in ways that provide the best, most compassionate care for their patients, families, and communities. Trinity Health, where their mission is, being committed to preserving and improving the quality of health to the people they serve. Know what's below. Call before you dig. Whether you call 811 or use ITIC to file your locate requests, North Dakota One Call makes sure you're able to navigate the One Call process as easy as possible. Whether you're a professional contractor working on a project or a novice homeowner just installing a fence, contact us every time you dig to ensure no underground lines are damaged. It's easy, and it's the law. Dig safe.
Mix 99.9, Minot's variety station. Mix puts our personality and music focus on adult women, whether it's the moms at home or at work, to those that are business owners, or the women who have declared 50 is the new 30. Let Mix go to work for you, playing a variety of music from the 80s, 90s, and today, and can be heard on over 2,000 smart devices all across the country with our iHeartRadio app. From radio to streaming, web, and social media, we've got you covered. We are Mix 99.9, Minot's variety station.
7-5 lead for the Sabre Dogs after a run scored by Josh Pano on an error and an RBI single from Drew Paulum. And for the second straight inning, the Trappers will bring up the heart of the order: Zane Phelps, Alex Gonzalez, and Seth Brewer. Sabre Dogs trying to take care of business. They need to win 2 games to advance to the playoffs. They have a chance, if they hold on to this lead, to get that first win tonight. So here we go. Phelps is 1 for 3 on the night. Got his first hit to start off the 7th inning. Came around to score after stealing third base. In the 7th inning, a 5-run inning for Pierre. Led off was a Zane Phelps single, then 2 walks, then a grand slam from Nico Piazza. Johnny Pacheco then reached on an error, and then Sam Calber was walked, and then Matt Sartwell was pulled at that point. Then a strikeout, a sac fly, and then another strikeout. So Grillo gets out of the inning, allowing just 1 run. First pitch to Zane Phelps, and there's strike 1. It's It's been all about the strikeout here tonight as the Sabre Dogs as a unit have 13, as the starter, Carson Tanini, had 11 in 6 innings. 0-1 pitch. That one is in there for strike 2. Oh-2 pitch. Swing and miss, strike 3, got him. And that is Grillo's 3rd strikeout of the day. And that will bring up Alex Gonzalez. 1 for 2 with a single, a walk, and a run.
The designated hitter, number 3, Alex Gonzalez.
Those of you just joining us, we're here in the top of the 8th. Sabre Dogs and Pierre Trappers game was postponed, or not postponed, but it was moved back to 8:41 thanks to an hour-and-a-half rain delay. First pitch. That one's popped up in the air, fouled out of play for strike 1. I'd like to thank everyone for listening, wherever you are listening, whether it be on KRRZ on YouTube or on ExpeditionLeague.tv. Fantastic series coming up for you and fighting for the final spot of the playoffs in the Lewis division. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that one in there for strike 2. Grillo from the stretch. Nobody on, 1 out, trying to get his 2nd strikeout of the inning. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, strike 3, got him. How about Chase Grillo? 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. And that will bring up Seth Brewer. And Chase Grillo, definitely, you consider him a strikeout pitcher. He has 12.24 strikeouts per 9 innings. First pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And Grillo has not pitched a ball in this inning. Here we go. Grillo trying to strike them all out right here. 0-2 pitch. Outside, and that is the first ball of the inning right there. Wow. Grillo really feeling it. It would not have been considered a perfect inning regardless because we did have a couple foul balls. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, got him. And Grillo strikes out the side, 5 strikeouts, and he is pumped up. That will send us to the bottom of the 8th. Sabre Dogs lead at 7-5. We'll be right back with more Sabre Dogs baseball.
Is Minot's only station for today's hit music. The Z94 audience is an active one, targeting your 18 to 42-year-olds. The Z94 listener is a need-to-know listener. They do product research. For product and customer satisfaction reviews, our Z94 audience has their smart devices at their fingertips. That's why you need to be with Z94, because we're in front of our listeners and your customers with our in-demand services like streaming, podcasts, social media. And since we brand to our specific audience, we know how to market your business. Z94, Minot's only station for today's hit music.
You had a long day? An alcoholic beverage sound good right about now? Sewers River Brewing Company has you covered. They use the most locally sourced and freshest ingredients available to create quality beers and food. Sewers River Brewing Company sources food and grains from their neighbors to maintain our local economy and to serve you. Be sure to stop by Sewers River Brewing Company, a true North Dakota experience. New pitcher for the Pierre Trappers, that is Joseph Brazil. Record of 2-1, a 3.56 ERA. He has pitched in 10 games, given up 17 earned runs in 43 innings, has 8 strikeouts, 5 walks, and 27 hits for an 0.74 whip. Should be interesting to see how the Sabre Dogs do against him right here.
The Sabre Dogs. The right fielder, number 4, Wilson.
Actually, don't have the inning total right there. He's actually just went 20 1/3, so that actually puts his ERA at 7.53. Mistake. And his whip is at 1.57. So Wilson Rubio with things off. He is 0 for 4. Has a line out, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. First pitch. That one misses outside. He's got the Yahtzee of outs so far tonight. Love to break that spell right here. 1-0 pitch. And that one is in there. Strike one. I guess it wouldn't be a Yahtzee. Yahtzee is when all the dice are the same. So it'd be more of a 4 of a kind, if you will. 1-1 pitch. Now outside. 2-1. See, even that doesn't work because the dice have to be the same. It's 4 of the same dice. Man, I'm not working it with my metaphors tonight. 2-1 pitch. This is outside. It'll be ball 3. 12 hits for the Sabre Dogs with their 7 runs. Just 4 hits for the Trappers with their 5 runs. 3-1 pitch. Now one is hit towards left field. And there to make the catch is Seth Brewer for out number 1. It's by far the latest the Sabre Dogs game has gone this season. We have now hit the 11 o'clock hour. You're listening to this on the West Coast. Well, happy Friday. Excuse me, the East Coast, rather. Coming up to the plate is Cruz Taylor. He is 2 for 4 with an RBI double and a solo home run. First pitch. And that one's a breaking ball in there for strike 1. Nice pitch. Jace Mapson jogging down to the Sabre Dogs bullpen. He pitched yesterday, started. Don't think he'll go again tonight. He has 5 saves on the year, however. Second most in the league. That one's driven to left field. He beats the shift and says, hey, you're going to keep giving me a shift. I'm going to take it all away and get a double out of it. That should have been just a single, but the left fielder, Brewer, was playing towards a little bit towards center field there. So he gets a double out of it. That is his second of the day and his 3rd hit of the day.
Number 14, Josh Payno.
Now bring up Josh Payno, who is 2 for 4, a single, an RBI, and a double. We will see if Chase Grillo can get the 3-inning save. Very rare at that. Actually, no, never mind. He would actually get qualified for the win. First pitch. Now way outside, and that will easily advance Cruz Taylor over to second. He's going to make a big round on third and thought about heading home, but he stays there. Just making the catcher Pacheco hurry up a little bit.
The 8th run is just 90 feet away.
Sacrifice fly could make it 8-5, which would get everyone in here a free donut courtesy of Bear Scat Bakehouse. Haven't had that in a while. Not just because the Sabre Dogs haven't been scoring very many runs as of late, mainly because, well, the Sabre Dogs haven't been home that much as of late. Here is the 1-0 pitch to Josh Payno. That one misses outside for ball 2. Will McClintock is on deck, and Jace Edwards is in the hole. Infield playing in right here. 2-0 pitch from Brazil. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did, as that one was on the outside corner, and that will make it 2-1. Brazil comes set. 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Big cut there for Payno, making it 2-2. A nice pitch from Brazil. And all of a sudden, 1 strike away from Possibly straining Cruz Taylor over at third with 2 outs. And McClintock coming up. That would take the sacrifice fly scenario out of the play, is what I'm referring to by that. 2-2 pitch. Now this is up and away for ball 3. One more last look at the scores around the league. Well, I guess maybe not. It kind of depends on how late those games are going. Yep, we got all 4 games finalized now. The only one going on is this one right here. 3-2 pitch. Now one fouled back and waited on that curveball, just fouled it back. So the Badlands Big Sticks win their 11th game in a row after beating the Western Nebraska Pioneers 5-4. Sodbusters beat the Horseheads 4-1, and the Sasquatch hold off the Whiskey Jacks after a late inning rally, making that game 9-5. 3-2 pitch. Foul back, and the screen will do it again. So that means the Moo are still a game and a half up on the Horseheads, as the Moo are now 4 games back of the Pioneers instead of 5, and the Horseheads are 5.5 games back, because that one's fouled down the third base line. Hastings is now 12-17 in the Clark Division, 10.5 games back, and Spearfish is now 9-20. They are now 13.5 games back. Sabre Dogs are now 3 games back of the Big Sticks. Trappers are 3.5 games back, as this game is not finalized yet. Hot Shots are 12 games back, and the Whiskey Jacks are now 18 games back. 3-2 pitch. And that one misses up high for ball 4, and now put runners on the corners for McClintock, still just 1 out. Tough pitch to take, but he does so, and it pays off. 13 hits for the Sabre Dogs, a 9-hit gap differential, yet just a 2-run difference. McClintock is over 3 with a sac fly, who's still just one of 2 Sabre Dogs without a hit today. Love to get one right here. McClintock with 7 home runs on the year. First pitch. Big cut at a high fastball. He waves at it and misses for strike 1. We're back over to first. Brazil checking up on our old buddy at first, Josh Pano. On a pitch is going to hit McClintock, and that will load the bases. And it will be Jace Edwards coming to the plate. McClintock slowly walking over to first, and I think it might have got hit on the hand there. And he kind of awkwardly is dangling his left arm, and he's bending over, and he's in a lot of pain. Have the trainer checking out on him. We'll go ahead and step aside. You're listening to Sabre Dogs Baseball right here on 1390 KRRZ. Whether it's a birthday, team, family, school, or church get-together, they have everything to make your event out of this world. From arcade games to bouncy houses, they provide fun for all ages. Planet Pizza has been Minot's best pizza place for over 20 years. Don't let the fun fool you. Their pizza is fresh and delicious every time. To book a party or to order, call 701-852-1700. The Sleep in Minot is the #1 favorite place to stay. Jace Edwards will come to the plate, bases loaded, and 1 out. First pitch. And that one in there for a strike on the outside corner. And he's going to try to steal home, and he's got it! Oh my goodness! Cruz Taylor steals home! And now they're stealing third! The Trappers are still napping, trying to figure out what is going on! Oh my goodness! How about Cruz Taylor? And that makes it 8-5 Sabre Dogs lead, and that gives everyone here a free donut. 0-1 count coming up for Jace Edwards. 1 for 2 on the day. Trying to bring home the 9th potential run of the night. First pitch. And that one's outside for a ball. Edwards was walked back in the 5th inning. Hit by a pitch in the 7th. One pitch. And that one misses, and that'll make it 2-1. Three-run lead for the Sabre Dogs here in the bottom of the 8th. 2-1 pitch. That one's hit towards right field. That should get another run via the sac flies. Is caught. And coming home and scoring is Josh Panos. The throw is not in time. And it is now 9-5. Tim Powers is now 1 for 3 on the day. He comes up to the plate.
Next batter, the second baseman.
Runner on first with 2 outs.
Sam Powers.
Second baseman from Montana State Billings University. First pitch, and that one fouled hard down the first base line, and down to play for strike 1. Coming up for the Trappers in the top of the 9th, it'll be the bottom of the order. Nico Piazza got that grand slam to make it a 1-run game in the top of the 7th as that one's hit up the middle for a base hit. Sabre Dogs staying alive here. Runners now on first and second. So it'll be Nico Piazza, Johnny Pacheco, and Stan Calberer. So Powers now with a multi-hit day, and Drew Pollum, speaking of multi-hit days, he is 2 for 4 with 2 singles and an RBI as well as a run.
Number 21, Drew Pollum.
So Drew Pollum try to keep this game alive, or excuse me, keep this inning alive here. So Brazil gets trying to get the signal he wants. Now he finds it. First pitch. And that one misses outside for ball 1. So if the Sabre Dogs can hold on to this 4-run lead, tomorrow night they will go for the clinch. They can avoid all dramatics. 1-0 pitch as that one misses inside. Sabre Dogs are 1-1 against Pierre. These two teams faced off in early June, and since then these two teams have went through a lot to get to this point, including getting a lot of players in, then losing a lot of those same players. This one hit towards right field, and actually that will be caught on the infield by Bill Moreland, which will end the inning. So 2 more runs for the Sabre Dogs as Cruz Taylor steals home and a sac fly from Jace Edwards. We'll head to the top of the 9th. Sabre Dogs trying to close this one out. Trinity Health is a nonprofit healthcare system serving northwest and central North Dakota and eastern Montana. With a care hospital in Minot, more than 40 specialties, several rural health clinics, and a long-term facility, Trinity provides a full complement of healthcare services to the region. Since 1922, they have been committed to looking ahead and improving in ways that provide the best, most compassionate care for their patients, families, and communities. Trinity Health, where their mission is, being committed to preserving and improving the quality of health to the people they serve. Know what's below. Call before you dig. Whether you call 811 or use ITIC to file your locate requests, North Dakota One Call makes sure you're able to navigate the One Call process as easy as possible. Whether you're a professional contractor working on a project or a novice homeowner just installing a fence, contact us every time you dig to ensure no underground lines are damaged. It's easy, and it's the law. Dig safe. Caden Calber is going to go for the save here in the top of the ninth, and Chase Grillo would get the win if the Sabre-Dogs hold on to this 4-run lead. As they'll take on the bottom of the order, Nico Piazza, Johnny Pacheco, and Sam Calber. Take a look at Caden Calber's stats on the year. He has a record of 2-1 with 3 saves. ERA of 7.56, pitching in his 13th game. He has went for 16 2/3 innings. He has 20 strikeouts, 9 walks, and 17 hits. So Tyler Courtney is going to move over and play first base in for Bo McClintock. Sabre-Dogs will try to close it out. 3 outs away from winning game number 1. All they need is 2 to clinch a playoff spot. So Piazza is 1 for 3 on the day, but that one was a grand slam in the top of the 5th. Sabre-Dogs had a 5-0 lead going into that inning. And it was a grand slam that made it 5-4. And then after that, sac fly from Ken Scott to tie the game 5-5. Since then, 2 runs in the bottom of the 7th. It was an RBI single from Drew Pollum. And then a error scored home Josh Pano. And then it lasted, of course, Bruce Taylor stealing home. And then an RBI sac fly by Chase Edwards. So Calber going for his 4th save of the season. The tall, lanky, 6'8", right-handed pitcher from Spokane Falls Community College. So here we go. Calber works from the stretch regardless of nobody being on. He works from the furthest part on the right of the mound. First pitch. On foul. Strike 1. Calber, after that, foul ball. It's 0-1. Here is the pitch. And that one misses, and that will make it 1-1. One on pitch, that one misses outside. Drew Pollum has to get out of his position to get that one. Two-one pitch. Now one hit up the middle, and that will be fielded by the second baseman, Power. Sort of first in time for out number 1.
Next batter, the catcher, number 2, Johnny Pacheco.
And that will bring up Johnny Pacheco. 1 down here in the top of the 9th. Pacheco is 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts, and reaching via an error back in the 7th. First pitch, that one a slow grounder to shortstop Pano. Actually, it's going to be fielded by the third baseman, Edwards, and he throws it wide to first base. What a mistake by Jace Edwards. And he was on the run there, and probably could have been easily played by Josh Pano, but instead he takes over and throws it to the left of Tyler Courtney. So the Trappers are in business here.
Next batter, the first baseman, number 24, Sam Calber.
And that will bring up Sam Calber, who is 0 for 2 on the day. Strikeout, a flyout, and a walk. And I hope this mistake doesn't bite the Sabre-Dogs in the butt here. Still a 4-run lead for the Sabre-Dogs. First pitch. Now on a grounder, Jace Edwards can redeem himself with a double play here. He's got 1 at second. The throw to first is way over the head of Tyler Courtney. Goodness gracious, the throws for the Sabre-Dogs. What is happening? as that one was by Sam Powers. So they get Pacheco out at second, but Sam Caliber reaches on a fielder's choice. Could have ended the game right now, or could have ended the game right there, but instead, the game is extended, and now we have a pinch runner at first, and that will be Casey Kasheva.
Ladies and gentlemen, now pinch
Michael Herrera, 0 for 4 on the day, 3 strikeouts.
Number 14, Casey Katswera. Number 14, now pinch runner.
Take a look at Kasheva's stats on the day, or actually for the season, rather. Well, didn't have any stats that we're aware of. Take a look at the little stat sheet that opposing play-by-play guy gave me, and nope. Doesn't have any stats, mainly because Kasheva is a pitcher, as that one misses for ball 1, so it's his first time, an opportunity to possibly steal a base here. Kasheva 0 for 1, or excuse me, 0 and 1, his record, 5.07 ERA. 1-0 pitch, that one misses inside for ball 2. To a pitch. And that one's in there for a strike. Sabre Dogs trying to get that final out. That would put them at 19 and 12 on the second half. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Sabre Dogs are just 1 strike away from ending this game. Stretch. Here is the 2-2 pitch from Caden Caliber. And that one misses up high for ball 3. Ground here pretty small, mainly because people have work tomorrow. It's 11:20 here. But really do appreciate all the fans who have stayed. They've been fantastic tonight, as the first pitch was supposed to start at 7:05. Didn't start till 8:40. Payoff pitch. Foul down the third base line. We'll do it again. So wild top of the ninth so far. Ground out by Piazza. Johnny Pacheco reached on an error from Jace Edwards. Then he was thrown out at second base on a fielder's choice from Sam Caliber. It was a bad throw from Sam Powers over the head of Tyler Courtney. Here we go. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, Sabre Dogs win it. Final score, Sabre Dogs 9, Trappers 5. And that means they only have to win 1 more game out of the last 3. See if they can do it. They got their next chance coming up tomorrow at 7:05. We hope you join us tomorrow night at Corbett Field, or continue to listen here on the YouTube page of the Sabre Dogs, ExpeditionLeague.tv, or on 1390 KRRZ. We'll have right after these messages. Sabre Dogs win. Final score 9-5. I'm here with Luke Quick. First off, how you feeling? It's the last game as a Sabre Dog.
Pretty good. I'm glad I went out on a high note for sure.
So for sure, you had 3 hits there with 2 singles. Had, or actually 3 singles and a run as well as a stolen base. So for you, you really live up to your last name, don't you?
Yeah. I mean, speed's like, that's my tool. That's what I go to every game. Try to utilize it every game. So yeah.
For sure, speed kills, and definitely need that at the University of Oklahoma next year. So overall, since it's your last game, what was your experience like with the Sabre Dogs this summer?
Oh, it was amazing. Kind of sucks having to leave all these guys, but I made some relationships that will hopefully last forever.
Yeah, for sure, and got some great teammates behind you. So for you, what was your favorite moment of the season, if you can narrow down to just one?
Favorite moment? Probably when I hit the walk-off here at Corbett, for sure.
Awesome, man. And so is there any plan to come back next year? Have you thought about that far ahead, or where are you at there?
I mean, I haven't thought that far ahead yet, but it's probably a possibility. It just depends on where I'm told to go.
For sure, you definitely look good in red. You'll get to wear it next year as well as the Oklahoma Sooner. So thank you so much for your time. Fantastic stuff. We'll be right back with starting pitcher. We'll be right back. Jared Sluppy back here at Corbett Field, here with the man of the hour, Carson Tonini. How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
11 strikeouts, 6 innings in your Sabre Dogs debut. What did it feel like coming out here with the Sabre Dogs?
It was exciting. You know, I knew it was going to be a challenge from the start, and I just, pitched how I knew how. So it was a good ending to a good day.
Absolutely. So for you, what exactly was it that was going so well for you today?
I think it was just, hitting spots and mixing off speed, and I had my splitter working, I had the changeup working, and I hit corners with my fastball, so there's really nothing much more I could have done there.
I don't know what it looked like to you on the mound, but to me here in the booth, it seemed like nobody could catch up to your fastball today.
It's a nice feeling whenever you throw the fastball and you just blow it by someone, so it's always good to see.
So for sure, and so now the Sabre Dogs here in this playoff hunt, you get thrown into the mix right away. What was it like kind of trying to get to integrate yourself into this team here just so late in the season?
Everyone was really nice, really friendly, like after the inning, if it was a good 3 up, 3 down, everyone was up, everyone was giving me knocks, and so it was really nice. Like I feel a part of the team, and it was a really nice day.
So before the game, what were your expectations for the game? Probably certainly not 11 strikeouts, 6 innings, right?
Oh no, of course. I came into the game thinking I was just going to get shelled. I was ready to leave today with just a nice learning experience, but
yeah.
But it went a lot better than I had expected. So.
Well, you're awesome tonight. Thank you so much for your time.
Of course, thank you for having me.
Absolutely fantastic stuff from Mr. Tonini. 11 strikeouts, 6 innings. We'll go ahead and send commercial break. We'll have the stats coming up just a little bit.
Thanks, sir.
Back here for the final time in Corbett Field in Minot, North Dakota. Sabre Dogs win. Final score 9-5. As we have some of the stats from today's game for the Sabre Dogs. As for the leadoff man, it was Phil Childs who went 1 for 5 with an RBI and a run. Wilson Rubion was 0 for 5 today. Cruz Taylor was 3 for 5 with 3 runs, 2 RBI, 2 doubles, and a solo home run. Josh Pena was 2 for 4 with 2 runs, an RBI, a double, and a strikeout as well as a stolen base. Boone McClintock was 0 for 3 with an RBI. Jace Edwards was 1 for 2, a run and RBI. Sam Powers was 2 for 4 on the day with a steal. Drew Pollan was 2 for 5 with a run and an RBI. And Luke Quick, in his final game as a Sabre Dog, he was 3 for 4 with a run and a stolen base. As for the pitchers, it was Carson Tonini's day. He went 6 innings in his first start as a Sabre Dog and got 11 strikeouts with just 2 walks, 2 hits, and no earned runs. Matt Startwell came in, didn't have any innings, gave up 5 earned runs, as well as 2 walks and 3 hits. Chase Grillo then came in for 2 innings and had himself a nice day, had 5 strikeouts, and gave up a run, but it wasn't credited to him. And then Caden Calver came in, got the save, didn't give up any walks, hits, or runs, and got a strikeout. So run through of how the Sabre Dogs got their 9 runs this evening. It all started in the third with a 3-run inning, starting off with a single from Luke Quick. Phil Childs reached via an error, then a 1-run RBI double from Cruz Taylor, then a RBI single from Josh Pano, and then a sac fly from Boone McClintock. They continued their scoring in the 4th inning with a run from Drew Pollan. He came home via an RBI single by Phil Childs. And in the 5th, a solo bomb from Cruz Taylor. They had their first scoreless inning in the 6th since the 2nd inning, and then they were back at it again in the 7th. It was an RBI single from Drew Pollan, and then Josh Pano reaching home on an error. And then in the 8th inning, Cruz Taylor caught the Trappers' defense napping and stole home. And then a sac fly from Jace Edwards brought home the 9th run of the day. That was Josh Pano. So once again, the Sabre Dogs win here 9-5. Game 2 of the series is going to be tomorrow, 7:05. We'll hopefully get that start right on time, as here we had the 1 hour and 40-minute delay that pushed back the first pitch until 8:41. Finishing time was around 11:15. So from Minot, North Dakota, beautiful historic Corbett Field, this is Jared Slubby, the voice of the Sabre Dogs, signing off alongside Scott Kopaz. Until tomorrow, have a good rest of what's left of the night.